Ghana titiri yɛne Sudan Accra Sports Stadium na me yɛ adoma yɛ wadana saa game yi ɛno so ɛba so ɔboaboa Black Stars ɛyɛ bɛwura clubs no nso mu na de news kakra mfiri hɔ nso abrɛ mo Kumasi Asante Kotoko bɛkɔ USA ana ɔmo nkɔ USA wei any other stories ɛbɔboa no de ɛbrɛ ɔka ho fa wo de bɛka ho na bibia ɛnyɛ kama paa ɛma mo nyinaa akɔ aba ɛba program yi ɛso Montana de Tony
Godfather. Good morning.
Assembly good morning.
Assembly
all right.
Yan sorry dear na asem kese pa na aba.
Oh sir.
Because the way am go see movie around no.
Yeah.
Den ya obi ho beka.
Okay.
Obi ho beka.
Okay.
Na nkofo na omo try me. Say omo se me ba na omo pe left.
Yes.
Omo be so omo ho di tuem. Say ka na yampa fort ho na say fort ne ho. Na weekend nkofo try me pa.
Na card here. Say you be limousine akoto no monokra say fault me ba ho.
Oh Godfather.
Yeah.
What you are some na mama.
What
you are some na mama.
Card fault beat me back. Ka bia to say. So I go fitting shop no who Land Cruisers and mono. Problem be about one year. And ka dey no mo dey becho. Ne mom. Ante ba ko amani anyi ho ne chok no.
Safety first.
Ka kitwa say. You dey block chok no.
Safety first.
Safety first.
Safety first.
Na kan so nyina sani.
Had I know.
Car no a flat surface.
Say
Nissan. Na car kiti say na ye to the talk. And unko afri ho dey car dey to say
for our own safety.
Okay, safety first.
Safety first.
All right. Oh yeah pa. Tony Montana.
Godfather. Because a Saturday no me mate back with Netherlands abesu akon. Na you pick a crabby until all students no. Obi a person join me car no.
Okay.
Hey, nim die ntia.
Because
flashy cars were around. But still be a person tena me die nim. Na me mama kwa mama fuye no. Ana me hu die ntia no be so me tena care nim. Na me da munyi na mase.
Enyi ni pa ni o. Enyi ni pa ni one. I'm telling you. So ni ni pa trimu asaba o. Enka unama obadwen ho pa. What? Asime wo ni pa trimu o mu sia wa no mo sese.
Ni pa e bad.
You're very careful.
Nipa eba.
Maria car no do be come suom. Obenya nkwa so afisa car ya.
Badwem ha de we need about 80% awie.
Okay.
You come you pass me form.
No way.
Come on and be better.
Meboa. Wo de yonko na.
Me da CP award winner. Ene eye brada ye man comfort tie4 ene ahefo akwaba. Ye tu fa ne he nsama ekoso ankofo ekroso. Ye nhase Free Nigeria here na former Stuttgart and former Nigeria striker Jonathan Akpobiri aboyen komopa na oye local player oye foreign player na utie ya na watie ye oye odwuma omobompa tie na futuo mu asopam oso ono time ono sina kan ema Stuttgart no na sika de na opi na ochelo Stuttgart promo a na enye ye eno nti otimifa private jet one na for about 8 to 10 na omakwhye baby na omaje a big hotel na omo eye naze chele jijo mani bia na from until order enti abrabo na ebo no onya kakra na wasie bi mbe ntin sama former Nigeria player yi odi atudwa.
You cannot learn from that. There's nothing that will be able to teach you. The problem when you have money pushes you to do a lot of things.
Yeah.
If you don't get control, you will lose it. And when you lose it, it's a deep fall. That is why I say I'm praying for these young ones that are playing now, that they should be very, very wise. I remember while I was in Stuttgart, we did our own, there were so many things that we did. There were things that maybe after a game, 7, 8 people will come together. We just take a private jet because you can't enjoy yourself in Stuttgart. Everywhere you go, there are reporters everywhere. So you just rent a private jet. You guys fly, you are in Spain, rent a villa, we stay overnight, we drink, do whatever we want to do. And the next morning, the private jet brings you back. Everybody drives to training the next morning. Where you guys go? We've been there, Frankfurt. Nobody knows, you know. But it's that power of money. I can tell you when I was in Stuttgart, every 2 weeks I was in Lagos.
Yeah.
I was at the Sheraton. Every 2 weeks.
There's
I will fly, I will come. I will be in the room. On Sunday or Monday, I'm back in Germany. My family would not know. Nobody would know.
What was the thing that was dragging you to Lagos?
Lagos is Lagos. My friends are my friends. You know? So you can't stay away from home. But even then, you know, there are so many things because you have that money. It's pushing you every time. That is why I started by saying I pray that those guys would identify and start.
Emreuma anka kwebiri ni message odima enem free anka ebe boni nyina na
very deep. Very deep.
Yes.
When you self control.
Yes.
Sikano ebe control.
Sikano push you. Okakoye nema bebrebe.
Enema udopi 7 to 8 players. No ma fa private jet.
Yes.
Ma kwaje villa e wo Spain.
Ko
Chile ayi omo ho bia.
Do am fam ma na.
Yeah.
Eso no anti na mo de play no ko.
Enuntia. Na ga so ko e ka mo ko ade ko beti ma chelo studio ga. O ma kwaje villa. Ayi omo ho bia se pe omo ho a.
Nipa 7 ma be 14
yeah.
2
na ya tare na ya
2 weeks bia not Lagos.
Obi obobo Germany. Yeah. 2 weeks bia no Lagos. Private jet.
The guests be so Lagos. So be satisfy also. One careful. Sika kutewa no be push you sa kwa.
Na also wo sika na wo lusu a o. Edu red deep. Ma won kire no.
Sika kre obia benya nne no.
Yeah.
Footballers need to
pa.
Eba more.
One win here.
Be careful.
One win here.
Abrantie akasapa Tony Yentwaso
Pameda CP Godfather Yanko Morocco aso ye almost so prepare for almost double header AFCON 2025 now my United defender Mazraoui and I'm injury picking over the weekend in T am I excusing from national team camp in Morocco games menu a omo airborne Mazraoui omo be come menu another Man United player England national team call up no onya bi nanso no so etimi withdraw because of injury no hon enso entimi enter no Yanko Dutch national team na so coach Ronald Koeman any players na prepare and now Netherlands omo training session omo ya no omo ebie mu say media no betimi apa and na supporters so betimi aba enjoy training session a course into mo Kessben TV way Netherlands training session a course so my supporters no nya kwanya ebe hwe wo mo omo 2 games omo airborne on Thursday omo Budapest omo ne Hungary na omo travel 3 days time akọ Germany ene am communicate Germany so akọbọ enti UEFA Nations League no na Van Dijk captain of Netherlands on the playmates no omo training ahead of 2 games omo and so airborne Iniesta wareta wa hanging the boot at age 40 na retire no be airborne abaso Ramos say one person obepe say obeware oba Iniesta enam subampa okita Iniesta awa kumapa enunti Ramos chirema obi abepe say Ramos na Iniesta ka so person ware oba only problem bia obi simply edeneba ebema no Leo Messi as a football ebe free Iniesta pa Leo any Iniesta boy ewa Barca so na osi Iniesta exceptional na football ebe free Iniesta papa also you've been one of the teammates with most magic one of those I enjoyed playing with the most when and in summer Leo the 2 John this said the ball is going to miss you so will all of us wait any message Leo and so at the bar now Pedro so a former Chelsea former Barca player and also the nedia aban according to Pedro no or say Iniesta na onyakonya kase pa na ono share the same field the same dressing room the same club or Barcelona na nire enfielder and so retire I will show the very best of luck where and in some Pedro edi etudwa yanko club issues kakra Bayern Munich omo decided say Jamal Musiala contract na omo any discussion some converse boy ni say on stay eno chi sika na omo ede ma no omo tumu boom na wababa ye one of the top earners omo any high Bayern Munich no on Hurricane ebe ye joint players sika kese pa 400,000 pounds a week. Way and sika Jama Musiala 21-year-old player no Bayern Munich El Madrid say omo Eddie Ebemano. Real Madrid they are say the situation of Trent Alexander. Don't say Arnold on the final year 2025 someone contract running out. Madrid airpen as a free agent until by January there. So I extend the contract with Liverpool there. And yeah, or more you see Jude Bellingham are down for power and a Trent into more use link, you know. Now on their conversations and the so I send a contract with Liverpool now next year as a free agent about at the Real Madrid. One Porter on na Barca fans no and any didn't come on every sending the questions kakra now an player on the city of Catalonia Barca Chrome Hono and one fan every Sunday say, are you happy with Hansi Flick? And I'll say yes, very much. Hansi Flick or Berg Mapa. Hey, on the year league leader Barca and so far omo LED Park no ewo La Liga ni mu adwuma oye no sombo pa and into of course oye so happy say Hansi Flick Barca omo enso manager Lamine Yamal, the new sensation Barca and Spain omo a darling boy, you know. Na Adidas for I imagine say omo ebema no signature player ni bin on say your place bi ha omo and Adidas na you omo special design they omo say the Jude Bellingham Adidas for you omo the man Lamine Yamal so ebe enjoy the same thing na omo be design ono no pe na specially omo ye the ama ono ankasa ni mu na hojina so the abo games outdoor obebo the ama Spain any Barca Man City and I'm Rodri in April no ama assist omo say kakra omo airpen Martin Zubimendi Eddie a free rest aside that it was Spain na January here you just say Premier League champions will be table around 60 million pounds for a year aside that omo enso e capito no Erling Haaland for the second time Man City you know say ono any Man City's player of the month ono ana a 5 August and what so again September into twice in a row and Erling Haaland then san team aka sabas body you know ya be can say Victor Boniface ono ebo Edema Leverkusen Nigeria you know Chelsea monitor pa omunya na omope Nemom enya dia Victor Boniface what decided say Chelsea and a Premier League no obeba ono the targets La Liga and now obeste ewo German League no nti Chelsea bra omani abrebe mo pe Victor Boniface no onye na adwene da so babesi akan ewo the English and Premier League no Casadai Chelsea an Italian player also ono o stay our Chelsea na ko betimi akọ on loan our playing time or any other club then so oh so happy so about about Chelsea into January year so winter window no bia unforced way out so kosina kan the ama any other team or proud so about Paul the ama Chelsea Liverpool and Newcastle adjoin Tottenham Hotspur omumi ense na airpen Aberechi Ezra about the Emma Crystal Palace Football Club no Kai Havertz after international break no ni plano enye hu bia enti Premier League ni resume a obetimi about the Ama Arsenal na in 2 weeks time on the 27th of October and Arsenal and Liverpool ebebo sa Premier League match na eba so October 27 no ebedru na Arsenal captain Martin Odegaard omugidi pass and ho etimi atona sa game no Odegaard enso ebetimi abobi Man United and executives no be meeting na obi expect certain hack omobe sake nemo enye likely per reporter yet it no enye likely say and Man United meeting no omobe sake coach no na comfort the margin chire aba anapa no otewe Rooney enka na David Moyes nso akasa oye former Man United coach also on no there left to him alone Ten Hag oye brilliant job amazing job and why so far with Manchester United mo bi enten sama Man United coach that David Moyes or the Atuja
showed brilliant resilience in the situation he's in. I think he should be credited for how well he's conducted himself. He's as far as I know, I don't see him ducking any questions or any media interviews that you people put forward to him. So I think you have to give him great credit for that. But it's a job which is going to attract immense pressure, immense people talking. So I have to say, I think he's doing a brilliant job. I think he showed brilliant.
According to David Moyes, also Ten Hag, or a brilliant job. Oh, United fan, sir, interview or say. Ten Hag now for years was son. According to Moyes, or say or a brilliant job. Now full Fording and also full Jones, my United. Now Ujinachi in Koyi Krani, final Papa Carpenter because now money out from full Jones and also call Real 5 show no so and I'll say coaches be or the way omo name on touchline no obomo omo won't me any agro to say let's come Madrid Diego Simeone coach no very passionate about the job to turn in sir Pep Guardiola Juma no mo ye no ohwe omo dimina e wo bench mpa o ye player won't me ko Diego Park no so coach Ten Hag ni dimina no and just obo na hima also force ye bibi on to say other managers no mo be ntin sama Phil Jones or the two.
He's obviously got his ideas from coming from Ajax and the way he wants to play, and he's not obviously been able to implement that as much as probably he would have liked. I just think it's so difficult. I think as I look at the best managers, I look at Mikel Arteta, I look at Guardiola, I look at Klopp, I look at Diego Simeone, I look at Antonio Conte. The energy and the passion that they bring, like to the team, you see them on a touchline, and you look over and you think, "Wow, I'd love to play for him. I'd love to play." You look at Klopp, you look at Diego Simeone. Like a training session is just like it's like a game for him. Like they're just built different. Like, and I think a new manager going into a club.
Some managers, Klopp, Antonio Conte, Diego Simeone, Pep Guardiola. Oh, they want to see a young man on touchline now. You play and power press up the ball under them. Now, so my United coach, Ten Hag, as a touchline crunch, be an important, so a coach. Of course, coach be on the methods and the implementation, the kind of also a Juma. Nemo, according to Gabi Agbonla Hall. I say last week, of a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Premier League games are a bar so now. Upon all the games, Man United draw them Konya Villa Park, and Nunti Keke, Obejina so a coach Ten Hag as coach of the week, Gabi Agbonla Honi.
So my manager of the week is Eric Ten Hag to go to high-flying Aston Villa, who just beaten Bayern Munich at home 4 days earlier, and get a point and a clean sheet. That's an outstanding performance from Eric Ten Hag, and it shows a little bit.
Aston Villa Bayern Munich just 4 days before somebody United ever born. She say United are going to draw there. And Eric Ten Hag, any coach of the week in the English Premier League, according to Gabi Agbonla Hall. Now you see AC Milan, almost directors no, almost unhappy with players' no attitude under coach Paulo Fonseca. As the player be up and Tio Hernandez na Rafael Leao mo as the omo na omo your park no so board and the directors of AC Milan omo enye happy cra award we know adaro man ko for cross nsem no yen fancy hanimo
Tony Montana heading ko for cross nsem no asi ebedenase na fe wakọ chire ho akọboa my program no aye kama pa 05515999933 and our WhatsApp messages no meji ni nyina 0244263902 and also WhatsApp videos no aha line way and meji no was so afi no be join the program now we midfield action Kessben 93.3 Kumasi Kessben television Kessben 92.9 Accra. Okay, message no de ba na se ewa bebrea na meyika krebi na Mediakano and so assign abro. I keep saying with so much confidence that there is absolutely no modern Kumasi Asante Kotoko player that has demonstrated a kind of unmatched commitment to the Kings Club than what Justice Blay has done and keeps doing. Okay, in the obvious twilight of his career, he's still sparkling with so much dedication and plays as if he's in teens. Okay. Justice Blay will surely graduate from the Soccer University of Asante Kotoko with first-class honors, just like Joseph Hendrick did. And he should be accorded the same respect and honor. I doubt if Kumasi Asante Kotoko fans will ever badmouth Justice Blay. He's the proper definition of loyalty and one of the best definitions of our legends of recent times. Justice Mampong Asem Health Center and Atuwe Amani Waha. May the Julian Caesar Day and so na matwetwe nkomo kakra. Honestly, the Ghana Football Association and Ghana's parliament are to be blamed for the brouhaha around Kumasi Asante Kotoko DC United game. The question is, why did the GFA use their clout to acquire visas for people even outside Kumasi Asante Kotoko and did not show any interest in assisting Kotoko but left them to their own fate? Why did Parliament promise Asante Kotoko what they can't offer? Sir, is there more to it than what's in the public? There is more to it than what's in the public. Whose interest is paramount here? The GFA, Parliament, people from other clubs, or Asante Kotoko? Will it be fair? Will it be unfair for anyone to say that the GFA's interest in this deal far exceeds Asante Kotoko's, who are the main actors here? Not Kumasi Asante Kotoko. No, Kumasi Asante Kotoko can't kowtow to this perennial embarrassment. Nana Prinkra, please, we love you. Don't disgrace us for the first time. Julian Caesar and Ediway and so Abrayan. Yabetwa so many Dr. Edmond Arthur Ebedin Komo na yeba your messages p yenim say mo the videos be brave and so eba p abedu yenim say mo the kakra nam kwan so ebe kan yen sa ni nyina no yebe ma mate ho ensem doc
say yo
say yeah
pasonya me adom eye pa
ede nyankopon asipa
great
the bia na obi move smiles I show anima to bibia kama healthy nature say nyankopon ede na se
nyame adom
nuna ode ma manfo no usu numbi
oh yes already go me
ba bia din
share say yo eno na amboa mi o na my consistent and so on
okay
I am consistent on.
Yes, you be the actress. Yes.
But why are they the way?
Yes,
oh yeah, the way of Beninga no. You lance when you super.
Yes, me ba.
Lance.
Na me so me the agu me come.
Lance when you super pop.
Me so me born kran. Aboa me papa.
Oh yes.
Yes. Aboa me pa. Da bia na ho den wo ho.
Yes.
All right. Dear now the na nenso no amachin sa na. And so we spend kakra.
And then you know, Mr. Major Mahom.
So now the last in August.
Oh yes. And not do. In fact,
that na match no.
And that me can be answer no credit.
Yeah, oh, na so me doubt too.
Yes. Me can be in fact me point mama me am so me point you. For the first time in my life.
Was it 30 minutes?
Oh yes, we do.
Now was sweating that day.
Oh, that be Miss What?
Maybe
Jam Nasunti.
No, could you ever see? Na yes, vinegar no ne upspam no. I say power boss no. Young show sense in background cancer.
So you patch.
Na dinner the bravo for.
You me that super. And award mental health day.
Okay.
We are singing na the Siroma adwene Apomodin.
Okay.
Okay, kind Romans chapter 12 verse 2. Or say, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but being transformed by the renewing of the mind. Into verse 2a ya ekanya. The focus here me pese etie for within 1 minute. Efa as my first motivation ni say transformation bia ekoso abrabomu from A to Z no. A free mind renewal. So adwene we entimi anye renewed en satraye bi ankoso a en satraye enka nipedua no. Eno nti na scientists are coming out say the brain is the central nervous system. Eno na coordinate nipedua no. Obi a owo adwene mu eha obia ne sabi ne nante e krampo no affect no. So sorry based on faith wenya ujidi wenya na I mean what dwene no will any the kind of GD when you ignited based on how our catalyst a faith, ebe boost moral na obe say one kasano one say no ade ya me pese me ya mana ye eno ntino enfo woni situation a wafem from January ebesi ne say yesikasem say ya tete sem say ye emasem say ye awaresem say ye yare bi na ahawa anopen transformation in society bi ba Sans sayana eba no te se wan kasa wo sipo bi say no madwene a asachira yi die in fact eden sachira ye beba eden sisan ye beba unhu ni saa enu na wo no mo from anopatu anwumre no me catch you say onko hospital onko hu o consultant o doctor no doctor be catch you say wow mami o report yi kire say enema eba fom nti aduru ya me di say e ma wi no me tete so e di amount enu nti e be stress say nya gidie wo nyame mu say wa ma de pa action no nko ade na wo ne pa e de ma be sa ne ma we nyina be koso a te say wa adwen no wo ye ne ye de nchia kese pa free Balm of Gilead Clinic management board ni nyina ne workers ni nyina edemamo yada sejo ase one the crew ni nyina yami insram powerful akonya kase amode amaye sejo anopay enkoma me pese ye dipa no efa how a be me bia betimi anya apomden me ba ya me pese nkofo be yare no maba hospital ye pese ye more education than medication sejo we are bema, bomodin say anya krano within the week, the tomatoes mananya more than any other vegetable I would. Okay. Tomatoes are loaded with a lot of vitamins. Offer fat soluble vitamins, in terms I can say omega adek, vitamin A, vitamin can say D, vitamin E, vitamin K. Ni name ewo tomatoes and tomatoes ewo vitamin C. For tomatoes are a phytonutrient me to say lycopene. Lycopene one of the phytochemicals fire prostate gland anything be release out in a form of protein on say sometimes remember test your tire pa after 40 years a prostate specific antigen test PSA so kobase those proteins now a system ni mu na say bia that area on no say too elevated it me put into high risk to between malignant tumor prostate gland nim no abenya prostate cancer but all the tomatoes more no introduce a lot of antioxidant free radicals are building up onipedua ni mu a ebetimi affect ama prostate na grow cancerous no kanta enu nti no anka me papa mu pa no ewia na se anopa wo ye bema anka banchiampesie ye very good banchiampesie I see sejo banchiampesie a me fa ne se sugar level ye normal wo betimi adi be matches box be 8 banchiampesie I see yes ofa banchiampesie a ne glycemic index no enye medium enye high low glycemic index. So your fat glycemic index the last time you can watch them now. Say you below 55 you low. You within 55 to young fan say 60 more now you medium. After 65 air calling high glycemic index. And into for banchiampesia one noa. Oh, anka one noa no crampo no ebe huno anase huno nanka what be a unitino so nanka vapor na eba no ibia kosoro. O kata so a ehu no condensation take place to don say adena ehu no yetutuo no a condense a forming nsuo na awon chance na ekata ne ti no na aye nsuo ntu mie so no bon say nsuo bi ho be wo bie so a the volume of cyanide I mean unhia no you get the required one na the ebe excess na ekọ into unkawo no ane papem now the BOG vinegar egum se ne be ya banche so carbohydrate starch what the BOG no gum a better starch no so me pacho ansana even no ano anka tomatoes no crampo no ne papem no what you do ne say what the gu banche no so hu ya no ayi oyi ya na akakadro be se me nsa kokromoti no what you try flat tomatoes jena come all your garlic fan or the garlic account what pe nkruma nkruma no so de be ka you can say tomatoes no so anke hu ya twi fa wo ngo kakra ana kuba ngo kakra ka ho
Okay.
say yo e correct
I see.
e correct
Banchampisi.
banchampisi
I see.
e contain amygdalin a vitamin B17 one of the powerful vitamins scientists can say a draw for cancer.
I see.
About chemotherapies na en canon no tai use but recent science meaning how they are going about vitamin B17 but sanema we nyina no nyame dia che ye jai say yo otie say wo di banchampese na nkofo bi ho a o make say hey what is happening that be here no but banchampese is good.
Wow.
Enti mema ye be di body ampese banchampese is good. Once you can't define the glycemic index of banche ampese. Over banchampese the glycemic index is 55. Okay. Below that, over banche no as a fresh banche crumple 46. Over far bayra scientists a can west for on my work so you want say me can someone most of the time no me pese nkofo ya last time na obi ka say me obi ka say you can say Gary as someone na make konkonta someone making once I made work na take for publish here and beto on one na fi de ogitum
Yeah.
hwe say yo offer white yama yam by way the glycemic index 44 water yam and afase
Okay.
afase 50.12 offer white yama ya roasty I mean ya toton
Okay.
once by you no ebi wa ya toton 50.62 offer water yama ya roasty 54 obefa yellow yama fried once by you no ebi wa yellow
Okay.
so you want one bia 65 65 high glycemic index and until bayre pa de so wo said that pa ahwe bayre the glycemic index forming in fact a bro bunch so
Okay.
anna glycemic index and so no cooking and I say boiling influence no in terms of how aduane no content in it here so yo when the man nkete ye di beating for at Balm of Gilead clinic for
Okay.
oba ye wa sanema we nyina ye kire o enu ntina ya na nya nwanwa say obi o ho an sugar enenam 20 plus but within be 5 to I can't say 1 week to 2 weeks almost all recorded 5 6 because ye kire o sanema we nyina ye kire o ni nyina oh enu ntina be straight ye for say oba Balm of Gilead why a hospital and I say clinic sanema we nyina ye kire o enye so ba ni asoro normal ye di normal ni ye di bioji ma ni ye di niam bia ye medication ma na se o ko na wan kwankwa ye the right na me kan kure pa se emfa da enya djuma o de kenten na kenten be konsu na se obetutun kan ni abra wo ginemu se jo bioji vinegar no akora wanya 7 months etimi yusu bi the tin half maami a wanya 7 months echo so ofa 500 ml of water a bottle ya na sachet bako obuni tiegum maami a wanyoma wanya 7 months echo etimi eyesu bi se nipa no ulcer peptic ulcer wadi die wie no no the 5 ml egu the bottle water mu no onom enu nti bioji vinegar die adanse a echo so ni se jo sisi no me ba bia I become so proud I become so happy say na me hu ye mobo na product obi yusu na omo yusu na atsofo frɛ ma testimonies na mom no men yusu in place of medication enya dru enya food product into the word dru so a nom na fa egu nsu mu na nom na mom opese ye hwew na wo condition awo mu no ofre dru so dia no aba hospital ni ahwew sejo research actually yen say enipa e wo blood pressure high blood pressure and diabetes mellitus wo de emu 5 ejina ho emu miensa miensa enipa miensa ejina ho emu baako e wo kidney issue wo de enipa 5 ejina ho emu baako e wo kidney issue in terms of blood pressure and diabetes enu ntia be stress say wo ho no na ko hospital enya me ho enya na me mpese be bra sem oko hospital a one wo medical doctor and I say wo GP and now physician assistant any nkomo say doc me patcho be 6 months ni metimi a check me kidney ana one ni nkomo metimi a check me liver ana one ni di san nkomo na obetchira ma obebisa say adey so me check ya check me am person patcho chiro ma me na me check se ne be ya enu na won no no obo o start of say eduro ya menum yi metric for BP, metric for blood cancer, blood pressure, no sugar. Sign I'm a brebo ne me sanity. Oh, a bema was so so anya sa that who I check ya number 44 NSA said you maybe obi no BP no one nominal for just 6 months oh. I know pains. No painkillers until last week a buy and catch and no a panacho. 1 year those labs in and family said yo and other by the kidney number 44 me calculate no GGFR no 44 nipa no so age no 52 and your best say and until de bia say mom na bam of Gilead na yam boam no said yo yakwe de bio gene bio ase o okọ Asida Towers Accra e bi o baby a wo Ghana ha bia no in fact eno ama mo frɛ sɛ mo pɛsɛ mo yɛ distributors ni nyina no me wie na no me frɛfrɛ mo na yɛtumi areche mo na mo komase ade o pɛsɛ wo tu biton e wo mantam sɛ wo tafo wo he a bra Asida house wa na bejo dia na so ofre na me na me bona ye be chiro dia wo so we 0539 86 38 38 0539 86 38 and I say 0240 51 21 71 0240 51 21 71 Bam Gela you the cabin yene Ejah Hotel annex and opposite Accra so your West Legon pet and Takra then so your anaji yetwa anaji choice mountain so mo freya you bet direct mo na baby amu biano yetimi amama hospital ho ne ahwemo ama bibia aye fine pa nyame sha pa say jo me das
enshira won so please jo ask doctor if I can take my vinegar hot. And number 2, how many bottles can I take a day? Okay.
A nice question, pa. Me pacho, obetimi decide say obefan anope bia. O first ensure won na ye be warm water no. No only osa. What the build 10 mils a good sense no one hot. Okay. Now one no. Okay. And now say obetimi anom anopa any enwumre be 5-6 and na say anopa wi enwumre and na say unsio bia wonum bia no na wo the 10 mils egum oye ni say you will get massive result and kana papa mu ensia wonum bia and na say anya kra anopa wi enwumre na wo the egum na wanom e basa you will get massive results.
Okay, now the number of bottles are be 500 ml.
Yeah, 500 mils is to niti black and na 10 mils. 10 mils
and 1 liter.
1 liter no 20 mils and 1.5 and so 30 mils 30 mils near 3 tablespoons at the kese no and as niti black na cover so no miensa offer 1 liter na mienu offer 750 na ba konefa offer 500 mils na ba kope.
All right, Doc Bedasi
senyo mpacho medase pa
wasane wo atwetwe enkomo me gidi pa sa manfo atifo na hwefo the doctor Edmond Arthur e de atudwa no motie no asopa memre bi obes stress se odi nsem de brain no na mfo ne omo a me no mo di nkomo no omo se anomo ya attentive ba
senyo tomatoes no wan fa anya froye no krampo a utimi twitwa no ware on say most of European foods salad omo ye no tomato ye number 1.
Okay, nti mamumfa tomatoes ni agro kra ntos
them chemicals into your vinegar no ho
chemicals ninti now the vinegar no ho come on what you try na if so papa. All right, you better also Kessben television Kessben 3.3 Mr. Mo Kessben 2.9 Accra messages no so when twaso a e bedru ha na me metwaso e de amount. I've seen Accra Heart of Folk, I've known Accra Heart of Folk, I've felt Accra Heart of Folk. Of the Heart of Folk I've seen, known and felt, This is the weakest generation of all. Wow. The Hearts of Oak of early 90s and the Hearts of Oak of 2 decades ago sent shivers down the spines of all opponents, including arch-rivals Kumasi Asante Kotoko. The Hearts of Oak of those days won the Ghana Premier League titles long before the season ended. I mean, they were runaway winners of the league in advance. There was a season they could afford not to honor a league away to now defunct the youngsters and still won the league. They in one season in Ghana football went the whole league season undefeated. That was quite a novelty and commendable. Teams had to negotiate in their mind relative to the number of goals the Phobians will score against them. But the Heart of Oak today is nothing but a pale shadow of themselves relative to what they've been known to subject their opponents to. The Heart of Oak of today, and not in the not too distant past, had to know their fate as to whether they will continue the following season in the Ghana Premier League on the last day of the competition. Last 2 seasons, it was in Brekum, in the Bono region against Chelsea, that managed to maintain their premiership status. And last season, it was at Bechem in the Brangaf region against Bechem United that they knew they will continue their stay in the Ghana Premier League. This is not a team to be feared, but obviously deserves some great deal of respect. We in the Young Apostles are not oblivious of these facts and will naturally use them to our advantage when the Phobians touch base with us at Nana Abrifa, the 7th stadium at Wenchi. They can't want to mean kind. They can't want to mean kind, a door sokra, a chain the marking kind. Inti Alhaji Mahama Salia and a Kasama for the Emma Young Apostles of Wenchi. And I didn't same way Abraham. Too bad, sir Alhaji. Mean to mean kind yakana. I know papa. Very powerful. Maminko we am say din kan akan sa message we na mami ensign maminko anafio sunwan zongo de din kan de matoa kogu baby kra maminko second part no. Have you seen anybody talking about Justice Blay? Have you seen everybody talking about Justice Blay? The only problem is he is growing old, and very soon he will say goodbye to football. And that's why I said he should find something, some of the African countries, and go for pension pay. Down here, you get a name, an accolade if you play. But if care is not taken, you beg to eat when you say goodbye to football. All right. Clinton, na Andy NTS ma yekinkain. All right. They are nefi sunya zongo de aba eno. Say dino de say abrante baako accolade or their Justice Blay no.
Adam for that was same health center.
Yes. A same government hospital or health center.
Yes.
Na obona baso ne commitment to Asante Kotoko. Na we dem nya dia Koto supporters no bi anim. Say upo bi a we ni yempa e bobo e makotoko e Justice Blay. Into okoba bia Blay. Na anafi e tu no fu say accolade no ene nkamfo ne nsambo no de obenya ne sisi bebrebe we fa bia ba o tu no fu say onye ne da ache ho say onyini na onkope countries da banfo odwane ko ni bi enkoje ne pension pay no try ya wie ne bobo na sabi wan hwe ya obesre na wadidi accolade ne emma biom so wu rokotoko jesi no go a anafi message or the abano. Okay. You better the same way so. Ose. Yemfanto. Okay. Yakoba na you better answer me and so emu kakra. All right. Julian Caesar and so the be a buy to 2B money. A year GFFO omunyo omu share nyina. Yensan take a crabby na penny pa bi so the message aba every Ghana Football Association members me boni din sisia. Yentie Julian Caesar there no honestly the GFA and Pamchomo amo friend mo amo yes I'm phone the GFA and the Ghana's parliament are to be blamed for the brouhaha around Kumasi Asante Kotoko DC United game. The question is, why did the GFA use their clout to acquire visas for people even outside Kumasi Asante Kotoko and didn't show any interest in assisting Kumasi Asante Kotoko but left them to their own fate? Why did Parliament promise Asante Kotoko what they can't offer? Sir, there is more to it than what's in the public. Those interests, okay, whose interest is paramount here? The GFA, Parliament, people from other clubs, or Kotoko? Will it be unfair for anyone to say that the GFA's interest in this deal far exceeds Asante Kotoko's? Who are the main actors here? Okay. No, Kotoko can't kowtow to this perennial embarrassment. Nana Pinkra, we love you. We love you so much. Don't disgrace us for the first time. We every Julian Caesar eho. And the menyan kra we so every Ghana Football Association penimfono back for now. Or say omo nyume bi omo yentima me fa ne din entu edwasis ya. Or say, why do people always try to rope in the FA in situations where they are not even involved? The FA only sanctioned the game for Ghana's parliament. Everything about the game is being done by Parliament under the Ghana Tourism Authority. So why blame the GFA? For the records, when Midiama were going for the same game in the United States last year, the embassy did same. It took the intervention of the FA at the 11th hour to get few more visas in addition to what the embassy had issued earlier before Midiama were able to travel for the game. Do you know that the U.S. Embassy issued only 6 visas to the Black Princesses contingent ahead of the Women's World Cup in Colombia? The team was supposed to go for a training camp in the USA before going to Colombia, but out of the 30 people, they gave only 6, forcing the program of the Black Princesses to change. So the FA has nothing to do with the visas. The embassy decides. So Joe, what stops Parliament to request the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to issue a letter that will require the embassy to treat Kumasi Asante Kotoko with some diplomacy? Parliament have powers. They are not issuing, and that's worrying. Parliament has powers they are not issuing, and that is worrying. Please tell people to leave the Ghana Football Association alone. Penimpa bi I was in the day for now. Mami more answer on the way and so abreye. All right, Makasa abre. I'm Ramoho. All right. You better ask Black Stars and so ewaha. Coach Otto Ado Edin Sempi and so Atuja. You better say no and so enyina. And Nsembebre and so ha yede ehonsem ebebremo. Nti medinkan akọ Newton Lati Marijata o. Na fi mahwe ne maybe amanfo enjo anim so dey brain. Chief kujina a screen anima. And now you're powerful dodo.
Oh boss, that's a that's a
Mamintiwe.
Na and a exciting week. Na you do Tuesday no. One area back me sure say Kofi Bradley because the fact that Blaster FAC Sudan and I host Sudan at Accra Sports Stadium. Thomas Partey and to me it's called for a lot of reactions from public, you know, general populace, you know. Obia de Nigerian area for I also have my personal opinion. And later on measure on the board measure Sudan strikers me and na coach kwesi apia ball etia Angola as the last game. Uncharacteristically or changing in Sakakra from the traditional 4-4-2 now, but a ball 4-3-3. Now 3 attackers now bomb, they are very special.
Okay.
They are very, very special. Me profile of mommy and saying now on say Kumasi Asante Kotoko that table not top CC or Ghana Premier League you know so. But generally me can say Kotoko attack you know the most predictable attacks CC or league in the more. Ebia na obia antiasi.
The most predictable attack
in the league right now. Ninchemu ne said before even ye bebo ball no. Uni baby Kumasi Asante Kotoko be far or be back go post him. It is easier So obe analyze Kotoko attack and see all the teams in the league in that's why
sir.
some of that top. Yes.
Domo handle and nyedin.
At all.
Domo ba be time bia.
Easily.
Wow.
Na no say also catch the fans and so omunya to boase pa because even team no that first no omunya hwehwe omo ne manu kra. But at this moment, you know, Kotoko attack, you know, is the most predictable attack in the league, and I'll tell you why on the board.
Okay.
Now, Mediama, any coach I do take, and Niboja Kapor, every table no top. I'm a Kotoko Kodaho. The drew against out of Lions are more airborne draw, no more maintain more relevance or league so far. I think it's an improved performance from last season. No, now general, make be actually Mediama 4. They have one of the best squads in the league, but some man can't kakra. By the time you rap match the 10 na mediama or bread so stay out of phone. You know idea near Casso with Major League in a but I'm talking about the top 4. So I can't on checking the goals in our washing and the goal margin I am washing. I'll talk about all these details now. About no so and there. Thomas Partey, you know, so I'm man, Mama Quaya, Meshem opinion.
Thomas Partey?
Yes.
Okay.
Justice Blade, you know, so Mama Quaya.
Yeah,
yeah, per se players in a cow. Many are not fin, Yajin, Crana, Fibia, will be a mixture.
Okay.
We want this.
Oh, you know, you're fat. Now, I'm going to $1 a crunch in the bottom. Now, of course, you see, fans and the overview. Now, if you look at any moon, one here now, overall shirt to go. Fans in the mebium, scanners of mebium. Until I mean, more player be the, but they'll call Rwanda Nancy. What's the name? Richmond Lamptey, the Obier, only be no $1 a gram with the bottom. Richmond Lamptey do baby no catch them in for the ball, no my ball have for a very long time. They may be a my year. The Miss Ramo, baby, I do know. Mamma's mean Konami Copecacra in Podre. Sano catch him. In fact, the small bean and no catch him a tattoo. Untuminashi. Doom race and Muslim Mamaquai, Nameko, Cosimakai. No, the ball Rwanda. This is Yanko Pando, Musumi Sumbia. I'm here, Bear, Musumi Bains, Jessica, and Musumba.
Second way,
if you know to blaze,
yeah.
I'm for the ninja baby.
Safutu Mwakotoko, Futu,
and what is a blame and dealer now?
I was a quite be of us open a deal beyond.
Second way, a cha. Look, we keep saying, say, your Timson and Crown Dawson and Crown Dawson. Imagine, say, I bet I'm why a castle or drop a free box in Banachino. Or Richmond Lamptey generate your club when say any original box in one. What would have been that improvement in that attacking department for Kotoko? Richmond Lamptey bought 10, Emmanuel Entry bought me 8. For audience team man bought about 6 and I think do about 6 or Justice Blade about 6 but put Lamptey just behind the striker. Let's show the kind of improvement about the final third. But squad we are met Lamptey. It is a Kotoko share. Now me fan said this is the top 4 at GFA Cup or mobile confederations. Next I said Justice Blade by next season only team. That is what it means. Me dear me person catch clubs and say it to be a mon final coin for so na key members of the squad no omo maintain omo enye da bia na enquan no enam papa wo mu nyina basa general abeye so empty sa. They should find certain means to maintain some of these big boys. Say Blake has a $2,000 in Okoje, 3,000 pay to Justice Blake. Keep him in the team because dressing room here no, bench be here no, field no so be here Justice Blake.
Okay. The team no money in
3,000 in Brokotoko so, $3,000 and Brokro so. Ti da bi obi metu e kese enko. Na team na sabe siase. No, me die, e ho dem ne na afinya.
Yeah, kwaba na fi mama kwan. Na we please, I want to know the DC game and the GPL. Which one is more important now to the Kumasi Asante Kotoko team? Kotoko should know their value. Okay, it's not by force to go to the US to play just one match when you have a lot to do at home. Where is the focus? Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Come on. All right. Yaya Mohammed. And so anyway, and I'm saying, oh, free or Domain Graham to be a man. Now, it's also, I say, Kumasi Asante Kotoko don't have a number 9 like me. Yeah, I can know. They all know 10, 11, and 7.
They all play.
They all. Okay, they all play. So they say
10, yes.
10, 11, and 7. I'm number 9. I don't have business anywhere only find me in the box always. But Kotoko don't have that time. That's what I say. Okay. They should get 1 or 2. Yeah, Mohammed, they are also the buyer. The issues in the doors. Between the cake and one of the discussions. And the Andy, you find in there.
You know, Justice Blair has no. Me wa na efio. Justice Blair, you know, na a team and go free in terms of the lineup. And yet, you know, say Justice Blair, my catcher say he is the only player me team media to say when he is fit, he can start for the Blasters. As if we haven't come. Okay. She ne batch now no mo Ghana Premier League na she teams nim say ahodo say na aka. Ahodo na aka na omo san masa performance na. Said the Osho position of born last season. 3-back and Coach Gumbon, he was part of the 3-back. Now, actually, Omako player replacement within the back line, Omakope. In midfield as number 6, on any role, Hobby. Justice Blair is playing because of Abro Iprai. No, the other player. Samba Prai and Gino Obo. Inti on I agree with Newton say $3,000 say Morokotokoso because Fabio Gama Musica Umbeje Wahano. And then Marke Vinicius Musica Umbeje Wahano. Now Marke Vinicius or Mumohe. But they paid for those players. Blair Newton and Chen Rule play within the team, the bench, and the dressing room. And you said Blair wa man and young Quabonti team no free mo. You know, Justice Blair Kotoko team here who needs a pra now a new role on the field of play in terms of the first set. Forget about the commitment. Oh, here be Justice Blair do be lose commitment no the ball no be abe who say ball no team mobile. Because the game no it comprises a lot. Apart from park no so national all bobo no de man. Or sad determination ni commitment no even last season, he played 18 games for Kotoko in the Ghana Premier League. Na games no boy no be who say among the centre backs he was a standout. No game on board no bossy. Point na supporters in the but the supporters don't take decision for the coach. Coach no in the helm of affairs. Into onoka we man na we bo. Into Blair within the Kotoko team was fighting back. Obetimi are maintaining the spot ana. E honey baby o. Say General Justice Blair team are maintaining the spot to there. Richmond Lamte spent 10 seasons in the Ghana Premier League. Justice Blair no bomb media man. Check almost set no more. You know be born o me jaibo. E bi so tutu kwan. Okay. Be bre omo no bomb Midfield no. Agada Scotto ne ho. Tete Duta eja bobo na oye adwuma for PFAG and the FE. Minim ba bia rekwakwa. Ono nko ane the only player within that Midfield. Rashid Norty. Ono so January minim ba bia obi. Yes, into omo no ball Midfield of eye team a ye friend media man na January. Tete Duta na eja ne ball no nam ne ba bi no. Don't so because don't do he still around. Don't so still around. Don't so akọ. Don't so akọ be twice aba. But Blair is still in the local system. Into the situation and then the same thing. Into Genoa, me did to say Justice Blair one player. When he fit to operate about Africa, you need Blair. So or you fit that's also about Africa, you know, with no disrespect to the Kotoko midfield. Some midfield so operate CAF Champions League call anymore. You cannot use that midfield in Africa. Because you'll be meeting the cream de la cream. And if you are not lucky, now Kusian of Africa for no crowd we move your moon cry. Until you need that kind of experience. When the team now, Coach Maso, do Omukobo, a champ tournament now, do final or me annual. And the sad team in our promo, you know, in our co. Only in to quay. No only James Akam and Kuna Bus is an 8. And no money in our Komoro Munina Kuntiako on Kwan. So if you want Justice Blair to stay, you know, I also tears in Kapapa de Mano. Senya sana so better na bench there, I also no adrenaline, you know. I also no adrenaline career because it's very, very important.
No, you
know, say the panonka so far, but me say I was on no. You know, I saw a contract you are. There are agents out there who can get you a deal. Okay. Meaning players, meaning player. Wabo has to fuck about Diana stars about wafa. And no two can go Ethiopia the fear about beton who are ambassador. civic a wotwi no hu a woyɛ mbɛhyɛ
ama caliber man kwana
I just decided not to mention them.
profile ade ma idea
no so bia ka se bodi dia ba ka live am
So what you say enti general me jitum say Justice Blade the league ni the okohwe na woni beje he is one of the few players also kwa akohwe na Joseph Adomo Bob last year na o makotena US o Joseph Adomo Bob last year na o makotena US me ba ya listen so enti general ono as a player no na also join the career ho Richmond Lamte oni Majida Shimeru na ebo and Shimeru play for the Blasters until Richmond Lamte anko abonti anko pay $5,000 bia you know I had the obebo ye be you blay one here am him kan no get you 5,000 and 6,000 you kro man so na niam agi agu oh no me say one here you know now I cut you within that figure Justice Blay is not earning 15,000 in Kotoko until the nyina ne say Justice Blay will be a good player within the setup for Kotoko on and off the pitch so in discipline and ka players no mo pam ye ni na je no a Justice Blay o ho ne apam young players o mo nko so in discipline ko mo pam ni bi again on the field of play he can play in midfield he can play in defense o ma options within the back line apart from left back baby obo midfield number 6 general you need the number
yeah general
yes sir
honestly discussions any minuanum position em won kakra echinye bi ene ho about the fact that Justice Blay is a very good player echinye bi aso ni ho say Ghana player bia wa ha bia ni so ade hu eni so obetukwa nti why Justice Blay in kopel akwantuntu yes senipa na mibisa
na film na de buy
and mibisa at least it's been supported for example by Andy and I'm saying say Justice Blay yabo league in 5 matches first two ambo bimpo at least meaning say first two and started I'm not too sure so bema but at least after the injury Precum Chelsea game no until he's played 3 games Blay above better football from Mediema to Kotoko back to Mediema and then back to Kotoko wabo better game in the career the oyen says here menya sure say even close to the peak all those years you know discussion na say Uncle Park went to eneya general me masem say so if a player is now playing well at the age he's have now chinchina yemfa pressure and see player no say Uncle Park went to not even like offer about say offer about you see I had to say about if you not the be a woman pressure so uncle worry when Sebiu you kroma cry man you mema lie obano obompaye obekwa atwea no ahwese obi beba be propose ebebo na no age enti woman pressure so uncle worry how does it happen giving enti we sure say Justice Blay way say offer aba no so uncle ana say ye de self to onima players a offer aba na o say uncle ye de self to onima oba a emema ba no ho chinchina so nware yes wu nyini o power na worry if there is offer and there are offers for Blay and all turning it down then this advice and answer self to ebe to me akọ but player no offer bien free be am season you started about 5 matches 5 ne mu 3 penny abo after the discussion is on Park going to
offer no my so how bit me push him offer ba
how do you push it
agents
how do you generate all these years and until I'm starting say
consider the age no so
and until I'm starting say and until I'm starting say Justice Blay has played better football his desire to travel outside da but the my into on offer no
okay
and generally see giving offer to players you know at least I've been involved in some of these transfer deals and it's so easy
okay
when even your injury records and you're very good it is difficult for you to sell and then so also could propose Justice Blay a foreign club no disrespect to him who could propose so a good center back and a good midfielder which current videos in our debate to show say or a very good midfielder currently in Timon Fanamami.
A very good midfielder, also a very good centre back.
And I make her say, no, normally offers you propose to the club, I have this player for this position. To me, say biao, me ma player or a good one or a good one. Normally, agents no, a be a man so I need a centre back, or maybe I need a midfielder, or I need a holding. I need this kind of player with this profile. It is very difficult now, currently, to even propose justice play. So for me, sad discussion when it's our pressure, they shouldn't bring it in. They should allow him to enjoy his season. Season, of course, no, that's why consistent. Yeah, can say cry. You too sure say players in now available, a midfielder and also a defender. Let him enjoy his season.
Okay.
And the pressures on compare according to no. According to no, ya mompa a mano. A bias is so but according to my idea, I don't think it is fair to put pressure on him. Say, "Wa for a unyo musi muko." Intia den na nko atia. Eso akoko kra na so bi ko kra.
Okay. Yem fancy am for suggestions. Check Jubia actually Nadrin the Afao. Yen to adwin enko sa MC Bakwa Kombolo, member of Asante Kotoko technical team, medical team. Biologically, he isn't so grown as we see him. Kombolo and the and so Abreye. Biologically, he isn't so grown as we see him. All right. Enti edisi ha.
That's a lot
others. Others.
That's a lot I say.
Now okay,
no problem.
Yanko yanim. Kakra. Okay, if you because some mountain science master.
Biological.
Oh say you umfia wedi.
Yeah.
And nobody in Sufia edi. Doctor Timber Transi BOG vinegar. Oti he beer now 55 years. But you better go assess your body makeup na training ni send your body ni city no. E beer na body ni age e beer 45.
Okay.
Until onipa bi hon ma especially mo training ni ade no or 32. But the assess na be send the body ni kita no na hoden wo mu na yi no or you be 52.
Oh, okay.
Oh, until your kind of biological age now, it means that blame Nimfian Kasa wedi, and then ready and in the body no. The ready and in the body in the person is saying in fear wedi.
Okay.
I'm sure that is what.
Okay. There is a mouth chain.
Science master.
That's right.
Yes.
Yes. You better 41 is here.
But the video no.
Mujamono assembly nyina. Oh, Mujamono. The mrantie yem ko na tumi ye.
Trust I be boa bi na program.
You been so 40 years who has one system.
Allah
be boa bi no program. Oh, serious.
No, what I'm saying is
I won't let you defeat me this time.
Oh, David, sir. Don't
start it.
We start it before.
We are warning from above. Above.
The person we can say.
But what you now I'm seeing.
Oh, you get
you. Starting with beer, I won't lie.
No, I won't do that. Okay. You know. The person we can say. Oh
yes.
What church of Moses?
Oh yes.
I'm not starting anything. I'm saying that. Necrological age, you know. I was stressing biological age. See a tear case, Obi Nima Bessie when Martin say, Shepa and fear, rather born with deep pan in you.
Say, Jaya, let you say that. One of fine chain of two.
The person can say, the Branty and the Yano. What are you training Odi?
This an episode.
You're training away.
Can episode.
Yeah, Titify. It me are any atom near Tiffy. And so the Bianati and now.
In the way, I was okay.
The Mantini ye built to me.
Ray Javi. I can hook up for them, but
also Boami. Mammy Fichao.
But who could
Mammy Fichao?
But hook up for them,
You know, I'm in here, cat.
And the uncle.
The member pets and Becca and say, will be a while. or 40 years. If you walk across your classmate,
Any for a
Luciana, we have a gas on the wall.
Go for the
Abranti obame a program ya na o me
Makachen so mo security me fanen ko.
Right in San Night.
Makachen tam ni na.
Sivno duro bahana. Desi number 4. Okay. Enti yonkomra. Na mo so mo issues bi zu kakra. Titru efa commercial Asante Kotoko America.
Yeah.
And simple na need da consent bi ko chiro to Facebook. Serious.
Yeah.
Very serious. Because ni senka obe chechire mu kra and now the facts now also won e ba bontia nke better chance uma ade no e hangisa and anaro ne menyadwe
You know you agree pa the man you who say he's a communication team member of Asante Kotoko.
Yes.
Inti wono udansuo no bi. And information ni bibia na communication for mu na minim na mu de ba. Inti if you are sounding speculative this way worrisome.
Yes.
Worrisome. Or saying dear management of Asante Kotoko. Why don't you come out with the whole truth about this America brouhaha for our proud teaming fans to know what actually happened? Me, Nidakun, will be forced to open this my long mouth to let the general public know those unknown names submitted to the American embassy before Kotoko even got there. You know I have the list.
Wow. Wow. Serious.
I am Sinimra Bonten.
Yes, intentem kra.
No mechanic crane chen no crane wom. Omwa omo share chima nkrofo bi kra di kan de omudin ko ansana
Akodi
visas. I no tie no abeya akwansidi ama Kotokofo nya
business.
business.
Ni da kuni ma obi enim ya ombe so bekan. Because ma okay dey ehu ba. Na fe yemba discuss sa issue ni nyina enso. Say nya ntie say try some with many visas in there.
Yeah.
And it's now also.
Yeah. So that the other contingent will go later.
Ako. That's how the arrangement and it's 7 players and the visas ma omo back on esmat on the opera. They got 6 players.
Wow.
Yeah. And omo ako mediema and so ako for 4 players and now omo they are not back on the US.
Oh US
Ebe ka ho. It's in a place no akoye
6 plus 5.
6 plus 5 11. Okay. Dia no and omo dey ebe trip na. Mediema dey no say 6.
I'm told some Mediema
Ibiaka home na 6. Okay. The Mediema dey place Ibiaka home is 6. The Mediema 6 Kotoko 6. And omo dey kwakobo as who's the missing to us
DC United versus Asante.
Who's the missing to us?
Yeah, people are calling for the cancellation of the game.
Simple.
Yeah.
Simple.
I'm say
simple.
Ibisu Adrian who say it's supposed to be an annual thing. Inti annual thing there say any more
annual thing nipa or the omokon. Parliament.
One the broader picture.
And I can't be on for my visas and my place no accord.
That's Okoba, I see a baby in some way.
Nankadam gadam we as I say. And as I say.
Said Nena me DM a player, no Shekotoko J. It's funny.
Very funny.
It's funny.
And as I won't fuck to just in the Beko.
Baby on by a special Jesus so there a basia.
On my flyer.
Now show more.
Oh, yes, salad side.
Ghana salad side.
Ghana salad side.
Now, Oman Panay
is another thing. Now,
I hope says how first embarrassment. No, my cause will be seriously. Kotoko club kitikitisa.
Yeah.
Huge.
The whole thing on general. Who can't GF of list and the match now? Terrorism in collaboration with the FA and the Parliament of Ghana. And then I feel that the United States Embassy sometimes are not being fair to us.
Hey, narrow.
Yes, me assure say
even the president of Ghana.
Me assure say
me actually almost on my way visa and I'm on my way visa. not even the president of the land. US embassy.
May say,
yes.
Sometimes I say direct attention to them. Yebaya dreams there, not even the president. Yes, they are autonomous, but they are diplomacy arrangements and all that. If a whole black princesses, black princesses, compare visa, national team of Ghana, near the amount only 6. Medea McCoy, and initially I think 11, eventually I think 13 or 14. And I think, say, in a way, say, if indeed the Ghana Tourism Board, Parliament of Ghana, and a GFE, all stakeholders in this competition, whatever it is, it should be able to sort it out. And it's not like a week ago or something. And minimum visa, so be applied. That's where you farmer now is stating reasons and it can be appealed. Minimum say, US embassy, not even government. General, yes, they are autonomous, but they are diplomacies. And until a war in Crawford, mukita diplomatic passport in Sanimano. See, because where do level say between countries a war this kind of a relationship. Mechitum.
But government officials,
for example, black princesses near denial. General, can we say that they are always right?
No, you're right and you're wrong. Then you discuss now. You're discussing.
But we are talking about visa refusal.
Black princesses, a national team or minor team.
Yes.
Almost almost took Colombia.
Yes, I'm from
Akobo World Under 20 Championship. Almost for US. I could do 1 week. About first matches kakra ho ansa no mako. Almost per visas. A national team.
Yeah.
Enye Kotoko, enye Hatchfolk, enye Mediema. Oman fa mom.
And that's what I'm saying, say they can't always be right.
Them say 1 or 2 and officials. Oman fa mom.
And I make her say, omun to me always right.
Omo ya appeal, omo fi omo.
Edu baby sometimes general.
Omo fly to Colombia. Oman fa US national team. Enye
Sabio disrespect Emma yenya ye free me mako mo honom.
No. We never discuss this here.
But you know, we are talking about visa and visa refusal. In the other end, I hold the intimate. You're sharing from young Koyang.
You're right, and that's you're wrong. You never discuss
if you discuss that, then you are interested in going into and you might be prepared within the reasons why they were denied.
Many interested in the whole crowd. Say US, new country, we are US. Also for this reason, for that, what my security crowd.
Then you'll be interested in going to the reasons.
Sir, at Twaswa.
Oh, narrow.
At Twaswa. This will be a Minkas will be better. Well,
but the fact I had discussed and say, I'm for visitors now, Marco Toka. Only business, we are so many class, we can come. Say, I'm going to boss our tournament. Yeah, discuss, I don't know. So even so, also name now, say, only media man come home, come media, I'm say 5 flares. To see, I pay a busa and I drew 5 flares. No, the back on, I'm not bar. 2 flares and about 6. I'm like, I got 6.
Once you are not interested in that part, let's leave it. But maybe we are doing a combination there. Say you 2 didn't say be a Ghana, Celeste, be a Kobo, DC United are fine. But if it's in the name of Kotoko there, it's not proper. Say Ubefa different players.
It's already tickets. No matter you tickets is Kotoko didn't go so. DC United versus Asante Kotoko. And I'm ton full.
This is Sanema win. Sanema win. I want the challenges be brave, and it's untini inasia. For all you know, contracts have been signed. For all you know, tickets has been sold in advance to some people. For all you know, implications, financial obligations, and sometimes issues and I say holistically. Yeah, also easy to say chinchina yenye so you can weigh this against that. Maybe I will take the proper decision.
So my son, the money in the area, you want to tickets in the area, or my see area, or my see area, chinchina is a match in Baswa. Do you still suggest Kotoko Emfa on players on for coffee by Binka?
Say any financial obligations. On say bia you sign a contract. As I say a kobo arrangement in any say one kobo de ubetu any. na hwe na sika na ewo mu no de untumi ntu anase you know you need to very honest you need to understand the whole thing holistically before you be able to make
yenhwe we no nyina but seriously
it's not the best situation. It's not the best situation.
Parliament of Ghana in a team yeah I know bina yeah sa after arrangement no na fasibra na many we nko you know there be Ghana Parliament and a team we call intino yenhwe se ne ebetimati asem.
So which people are selling the tickets and you for a beton ticket na ticket ni sika na be coin because there could be a matchmaker.
Okay. And also intino yankomra na baby anoma nen na me dey seriously circles no crash omode state by the babonti
yeah
the entrance say so be ready na some almost the to edwa alright but seriously a lot of them are happy cry.
Yeah, the current situation is not the best.
It's not the best. Seriously.
It's not the best. Saudi we anyway mukobo there.
No.
It's not the best.
All right. Mama ni camera.
Sergio.
Yeah.
Sergio Kosia Pia integral figure Ghana Sudan games pa.
Okay.
Omo last AFCON qualifier ni omo boy na onka ho as a technical team member. Sergio we are saying the first interim Black Stars game it was against Sudan.
Okay.
After World Cup 2010.
Okay.
Neoma Jordan and US start here. I ball goalless draw.
Okay.
Sergio omo ba omo ntan shegu. Ebia Thursday no ma shegu. Yes, Sergio. Sergio, you start ninye. Okoba mechirim. And Sergio, until the lose or the defeat against Angola, no munya lose competitive game from last year in 2023. Ebe do 2024. Sergio, Omo World Cup qualifiers, munya lose here. Omo on top of the table, Omo Senegal, and until the defeat against Angola, no Sergio, no munya competitive defeat. Kosia Pia behind pa Sergio Okoba. Yeah, Sergio.
Na o se calf so ahenti. Se ombeye doping test.
Yeah, I feel we dey almost omo feni agro.
I see.
Group stages no. Who ha play a ball after me ya sebra. E dey aura doping room. E be test you.
E ma bo wa ha. Okay. All right, our Okoba.
So Sergio
na
Okoba.
No enyina. Me call Educhimwa Herbal Industries and Clinic. Na mene MC Opare akodi ankomo kakra. MC na say,
oh papa yesu adaroma bako.
Okay. Unim yesu ye pa.
Oh, se ono ani ewiase nyina agenkwa.
Udi yesu di.
Yes, I believe in Christ. Oh, Sergio, yankopon adaroma.
Na mene nyina ye boafo na ye hwefo.
No kwasem. No one can.
We serving a merciful God.
Yeah.
Can you say ni pebu wa? Nka nyame abufu su ba bo mo so pa.
No kwasem. No one can.
O na ne mentwe kakra gra ya. No one ma ka say.
O there is a ministry kabio.
Okay.
We a general.
All right.
We a superintendent general.
Okay. We ma mintie we.
But I say.
E dey na dey bre.
But I say pe. I was here for a bowra Educhimwa Herbal Industries and Clinic. We enye Ghanaian Premier League and our Spanish La Liga and our Italian Serie A. Nemo mo apomodin efore by any near my poor a borders and ya sumese no benten kwabrando nko any Florence Amatefio any aboruamu Educhimwa Herbal Industries and Clinic edi nupa ba dwaman so a ebu abusuafo ni adofo adeatie nie edi enti ena wo se woto Educhimwa noi bi edi enti na wo se Educhimwa noi o patronize ewo Ghana any wiase afana nyina de tie nie Educhimwa no e natural herbal based medicine we your body nyankopon nsa no enupa onyankopon cha de Dr. Educhimwa dia ba dwaman so aibu apade to sumienu Ghana Food and Drug Board Authority Ajia tumsesa wonum bia na wonya bi na wura ni padua mu eboa ema ni padua na ho odi gina so pampe se ko bi pone mantena frageto de to sumiensa ebusuafo ni adofo sika wudi kwadi di mpono se wuyi bi na de to Educhimwa enupa ya wonya mistake kwa ade twa to kwa yare amna bia wutimu no ana wudemu no wonya Educhimwa enupa na sa obubo bi sa eyi ufrim edusi apomde kwantempo so de di kan eye Educhimwa herbal capsules or Educhimwa herbal mixture, educhuma herbal capsules or educhuma herbal bitters. Ebusiafo de ye obi akoko atena so ache koko adidu ni padua no adidi sebio otoama ojo a onye na koko ha nipa bebre o Ghana ama ene ebie ni so ayem komse wam ni so eprekese wani so enwu ade ye ni nyina se koko am wani so aye bisi basa koko ama no kosem ne dani da nyina o kwan uminim na obi bisa se ebibidu adoso o Ghana ebusuafo ne adofo friends and loved one Ghanaian community and non-resident Ghanaians kawakuma to yem edupa ye friend educhumwa ebe jama so every 19 choboy ebe pim the year 2024 till thy kingdom come and within all the 16 regions in Ghana every masama shibontele to Zabuzugu Tatale ebusuafo ne adopo ope ebibidua onyankopon cha de enu oni nyina ye na so ope bibidua ojina brane na bo abusuafo ne adofo na wonoma esiesie nipadua na etu yare ase amoafo wa pomoden entuma pa afira no eye duchuma enupa bi na duchuma herbal bitters or capsules educhuma herbal bitters or capsules me pacho athre no ye 15 ml a day once in a day and a capsules no once in a day na obu on say ebia herbal bitters no you know Epa chopi bomadian se obenom air capsules ni nyina ye adwuma pepepe once in a day de tie nie wo koko atena oso ache wo koko ama wo chepe usisi wo tena se aboe wo da aboe ama wo nipadua no kwasem nie wo te so nwuna ma ne dani da nyina wo kwan wo minim wonya aduchuma herbal bitters or capsules koko bia afifiru to koko bia afifiru nipaduam internal and external piles or hemorrhoids. Aduchuma herbal bitters or capsules will put it forever and ever. And it's a pharmacy chemical shop, herbal shop nationwide. Also pe aduchuma herbal bitters or capsules. Emma koko ni wewu. Emma koko nti amama nyina oni peduam na oni pedua na tesu enwa mane. Oni pedua na ebre. O tena se aboe. O da aboe. Ni nyina nse wusisi. Eni koko adidu ni peduam nti no amantena se kwa tena kakra bia ho abre. Wo da na wo sori a eye boe. Wonya aduchuma herbal bitters or capsules koko bia fifiri wache ne wo inside ne wo outside ebetu asiam wade wo prekope ni nyina chi wo yematim wanya constipation dani da nyina wo yembom kroro no kwase ne gas agina wo yam edidie wa ye den ama wo yam dani da nyina wo kosa bi wo washroom ana ya ne so wontimi nya wo nan tam wanya problem e wo yam dani da nyina wo fu ya na ye kese wo fu no egukuma se na no kwase mo so tewa esa na ko ha adwen constipation ayam tim aduchuma herbal bitters or capsules etu asiam o yam da ho na kwase ni yam atima ntimi nya wo nan be 3 days 1 week no etu atwa aduchuma eya papa na won saka bia ebebo adwuma pa ma mo say yes edupa e wo Ghana eya aduchuma herbal bitters or capsules ni nyina chi oba okwa fichira na no kwase wote ya wo ama wo yira wo sekeje ti akonfo na Tunisia bosom so a e wo moja ne ban naturally eko ebia 7 days no exactly no bonus about 3 days bonus about 5 days and etwetwesi amu wanyase hwewo wanyase tutu ama ni pedua no uhunu amane kan wakoma to yam onya aduchuma herbal bitters or capsules me sister me mame me nana ebetu sa eye fichiko yawi amene fiwo sansa wo yoba no afichiko nya etimo awode na ano eye den ani nyina achi susu no sa wo yoba no afichiko nya onya irregular menstruation and a menstrual pains etimi manya miscarriage wo mpa wutime pon akola no enfrifie ne mom sansa wo fichiko no enyeti no ena de sa ehawo yaba wonya aduchuma herbal bitters or capsules beyi ni nyina afuam wade wo prekope ni nyina achi aduchuma ede adupa bi asa babiem a ye fre no aduchuma herbal tonic aduchuma herbal tonic abusuafo wo wudidi a enkoyie wanu kwase wanimu nya wode wo moja no entimi ni afusane moja na bobo apo moja na ada moja ni ntimi nkanya no woni paduanim entiamafo na wo fon obi wonim sesabi wonya ace you are growing lean because your blood system is not circulating naturally. What you need is a duchuma blood tonic for what would the enko ye no ebem wadidi mabofuma loss of appear tete away for your general weakness unam ye bia enko ye bia no wonya adutuma blood tonic a ewuru mogya no yifini nyina afiri mu sone so kama ama mogya ni di afusane entini mu asisi no ebiebie veins nim ama adan wo prekope enu nti adutuma blood tonic esiesie mogya ekenya nipadua no eyi mu fini nyina ensone so kama se de oya benkwa no wasone so eyi mefe no wonya adutuma blood tonic a wonya nkopon chade ubedidi wabo wafuma nipadua na ye fa ya kono eche Holland mass any Germany for garment na chese moja no eye adwuma naturally etu moja no eswate abobo apo entini masisi amano kwasem no tene wonsam kura na utibi ntimi sie osi anansi acheme menan aye titiriti menipadua no numbness titiriti na achew titiriti ya achi wo bi se eye kwaku anansi me patropi wonya IGP ana police ni en wachew wonya dutuma blood tonica ebe yini nyina fo ni nyina chi edutuma eye heba malamix edutuma malamix enweti e3D yade efri nipadua nim waye boho ne pedua no abonyanya aye nso propo anwohye ni anwomre dani da nyina ene guso amani pedua ne bre o da boy o sori aboy o so anopa wan ehye ebia na wanyu wodi kuntunkuru na de kru ho na akona ba ni pedua no ahojo waposo no aposo eye wo ya wonya edutuma malamix eye 3D yade papa no wonya sa dupa ya ebetu ase amwade wo prekope enu ti Ghana fo na nyina ope malaria dru a ebetima bo na etu anwomre na etu anwoya waposo no aposo eye wo ya unipadia anwomre atiegusu wo ya shidani da nyina wonya edutuma eye malamix away ewiase ne no kwasem ne se momone eni kobi ansa na betena se no na efrinchine ena wiase be woji wajapade enkwotire bijan enkohye yomo ewiase kan ya tron St Peters enu nchese anwotifo na tim pe edu papa nom sanse no kwasem se edutuma nu pe bedwama so no abo Ghana de se kronkron okwa European market on the African market or European continent any abruchmemu nyina edutuma nu pay egu a eboadofo edutuma nu no ne bona for chen Atwa Mountains fan dog no any edumfam pipe rice water not just it is affordable and quality na edutuma nu yi wonya bi na bobosa ediapomden any anwode mapa ene bebreo betima abadwuma wodam any abonten a ne nyina ye edutuma nu pa miensam de atudwade atwato e ye edutuma man couple capsules edutuma man couple capsules bema bia waye mresa atebubu akonfam anadon kokrom petuo wanya droi bi na obubo bi sa edin kenya nya wode bre no eyi ni sisimu amama nyina na dro wenye sa onumi ana wo ye opata bribri wo ye nana yoyo ana sanja nyanya wonya bia esiesie wo ama bam wagina wo naso wo chen kwa bi parliament na fraja to na anu do fuhia wo pem na buba kwosesa ne mapa wa akira eye dutuma male vitality capsules called man couple capsules enkonuma protection enkonum cocaine mado we mado tramadol amnesia mado owana congo bitters wonya edutuma man couple capsules a bema esiesie no na mo awoden we se wonum na no religiously a ebadwuma brutal than boy sai gbefo abenenzima for maracas ko pharmacy chemical shop herbal shop nationwide edutuma nu pai ode gu a benya biato a ebebo apomden enwa ho ode yemfre 0599 41 51 91 0599 edutuma herbal product 41 edutuma herbal product 51 edutuma herbal product 91 edutuma herbal product and I am free 0544 edutuma nu pay 174 edutuma nu pay 461 edutuma nu pay and to co pharmacy chemical shop herbal shop nationwide doctor edutuma and professional medical expertise edi no makumako and 9 yedika edutuma herbal bitters and capsules and we a 2 pounds cocoa constipation ayam team and oba kwa fichanya menstrual pains etu ase ye to so be edutuma blood tonic where we did ya enko ye moja na buba po nipadua na etitriti na pese biebie ntinum na wonya afa wodi didi na abo afuma na nipadua na ye fe edutuma blood tonic de to so miensa edutuma malamix and we to a 3D awon ye any awon mre any nipadua na abonyanya na dani de nyina awon hye ani awon mre atiagu so no a 3D yade de malaria dru a ewiase no kwasem ni say you cannot discuss your malaria with mosquitoes. Na me who judge and magistrate because in malaria chino amanetim da call Supreme Court that and until ditchuma malamix du papa etu madedi I say they try to obema wa ho de form will natural libido ne a low density and erectile dysfunction wunya ditchuma man couple capsules na bu bobi say ono do official any jerry wie pay ko pharmacy chemical shop herbal shop nationwide o kan si drugstore lane ditchuma nu pay ubenya diato ebeboa. It was produced in Ghana for the betterment of humanity around the world. Educhuma herbal products, Educhuma herbal capsules, Educhuma malamix, Educhuma blood tonic, Educhuma mankapo capsules, original and still the best. Afinos Kado Kade. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias. Siabonga Kakulu.
Okay, don't me the Sia no Yefansia. Na Educhuma Juma inti mintimi and Kabibia and Fa Basorako. Maybe na when you know easy.
Thank you very much, sir. All right. I will set an effort.
That's it. That's it. The chair doom for Sumina. All right. Yeah, the best year to also the Duchumwa Herbal Industries and Clinic. Omo Krato and MC operate at the Abre and one friend numbers no na money omo any and komo. Na omo will be a mamuye papa. Duchumwa by Osimu Acheye pa manfo edi Duchumwa heba ho adansi p. Good morning, sir. Please, regarding Blaze issue, I think Marie Jata is saying the same thing as Anafi. This is because it's the same money they all talking about. If Newton says the management should pay Blaze well, should pay as he Blaze will get outside, then it comes down to the same thing. Personally, I also agree with Anafi for the aged players to move outside to find something until it is too late. Thank you all. Nana Bobi Ansa and so the Abeka program no and no. And check me from WhatsApp videos now mo de ba me ko awa Mohammed wo. Your issues be brave. I bet you home come and net midfield action program no so awa.
Sergio.
Yes sir.
Sergio Sudan for na touchdown coach Kwesi Apia Mrantie no ene ye bishia. Na interestingly na me ka se omunhye go wa hada Sergio. Omunhye go wa hada. Yeni omo qualifiers mekai 2001 yeni omo 2002 Japan Korea yeshomu 1-0 wa ha yeshomu 2-0 at the Accra Sports Stadium qualifiers for 2010 World Cup yeni omo goalless draw. That was Kwesi Apia's first game as an interim manager after say Milovan Rajevac free the Black Stars after 2010 World Cup no and obekai 4-0 bia Kwesi Apia yeshomu wa ha e Baba Yara Sports Stadium. And then, of course, in 2020, they came here in that game, Cape Coast. That was qualified for 2021 AFCON. Cape Coast, near DDIU, shared those two goals. Game no more. But Sergio, here, Ebiana Sudan, I show my first go on Thursday. Me ka see how we've been conceding Otuado Temi in the second coming, especially. Yeah, analysis, me kai even before say, bebo Angola, Sergio. Omado start na how we've been conceding under Coach Otuado. We conceded against Uganda, we conceded against Nigeria, we conceded in the first two World Cup games under the second coming of Otuado. That was against Mali and against Central African Republic. And of course, the game against Angola, Nyomushe Wandela, no my first painful defeat at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium for the first time in 24 years. Then, of course, the last one, which was that 1-1 draw in Bekan against Niger. And so you start checking the number of minutes na start conceding goals. No, almost tail end of the game. In that game against Angola, 90 minutes na swewe. Time added on emuno moshe. In that game against Niger, around 80-something minutes, among for the kai what Central African Republic did in that game against the Black Stars, that free kick that was scored by Luis Mafuta. And of course, under Otuado's second coming, it is only the game against Mali and a young conceded in the second half. Sergio, it was only against Mali and a young conceded in the second half. Game Ayabo Bia we conceded in the second half.
And this is where Oktuado must take a very, very good caution on that game against Sudan for Nibabebo. And interestingly, Sergio, na meka say Sudan for no until 2-1 defeat against Angola. No, now they've not lost any competitive game from last year up to this year, because they defeated South Sudan 3-0. Omoko share Mauritania by 2-0 in World Cup qualifiers. And Obetina Fie ebe share DR Congo by 1-0. And of course, that 1-1 draw against Togo, Evo Lomi. These are the competitive games from Abo till that defeat in Omobenya against Angola, and of course, Obesaka, that 1-0 winner Omonya against Niger. Seju Kuchkocha Pia Nene Mranti on Mobe High Power. Newton Edi Kanka said Obe highlighted those 3 players who said they could be very dangerous. And I think say Mohamed Abdul Rahman is likely to feature. Minyam Newton T, but he is one of their prolific strikers over the recent years in the Sudanese national team. No. And even Kaya, that 2-0 na yeshe mo ewa hano. Qualified for AFCON 2021 ewa Cameroon. Ye ko no mo 1-0, and it was Mohamed Abdul Rahman who was on target for the Sudanese national team that day. That day no na coach Siki Akono Emma Nicholas Opoku about the right side of the defense, no. So any an easy game. This is a match we badly need that result. Ewo that game any Sudan bebo. Honestly, yentimi anya a very good result. Ebia now chances of going to 2025 AFCON in Morocco na ye jeopardized. Already Medikanka said the last time I yentimi anko AFCON no, the tournament was staged at the northern part of the continent. And Enubian so ne BC this time is with a very difficult situation, and the tournament is going on in Morocco. The last time Morocco hosted the AFCON, Sergio Yentimian qualified. That was 1988. That was the last time they hosted. Yentimian qualified. So we can't afford to let this happen. And an easy game. Sergio, I think that new team will share party mo call up any on all those stuff. But one person I may happy for him say what your friend Michael Bedu said you that young boy me one day me Ghanaian performance play or one of the names I thought feature pa. Interestingly, in the Swedish league, on your typical striker or out and out striker, but said you when you 10 goals and 4 assists. He's doing an incredible job for the team IF Elsborg. And so, and I mean, who said Nidia Babe womb as a result of injuries Abibano, said you manage man pa. And I think say a tre say a Jumana or no ya muyeni engusu. And of course, Ibrahim Sadiq and so I also become Ibrahim Sadiq was part of the under-17 team coach Pakusi Febin, Ediomoko India. And also after when you debut call up. Na or was within when NSC Wababewo AZ Akma or called the Eredivisie in Holland and or in Netherlands. So I think say Ibrahim Sadiq has also been doing very, very well for the team. So far this season, when you have 4 goals and 3 assists, not bad as a winger who has also been doing massive job. So coach Pape Chiao and Akwaku take over the Senegalese national team no on interim basis for now. After say Aliou Cisse omone no entimi antoaso no ono na omode adwuma na hye nensa say on manage the qualifiers kopim say omoba bebo the AFCON qualifiers na wi na. Interestingly, I think say he's going down adwuma pa Aliou Cisse no. So her last 2 games, and especially the one they drew against Burkina Faso, Omwama Edward Mendy and it was Senny Dien who was kept in that goalpost. And Nicola Poye no said you want for Edward Mendy din account. And what here the Senegalese team is now passing through transition. Even share the 2022 AFCON now Omoamoji no. The midfield trio no, it was the likes of Pape Nampalis Mendy, Obeka Sheku Koyate, and then Idris Ghana guy. So Aliou Cisse started introducing Pape Matassa, Obeka Pape Alassane Gueye, Ewo Villarreal, and of course the young guy also Ababe team in Lamine Camara. And he started introducing Seny Dieng kakra, and Pape Malick Thiaw by, and I think say he's going down that trend on him now. Edward Mendy of free Chelsea call Al Hilal no say you honestly ni modern eba fem kakra. Even ye kwa AFCON obian set the reflexes no say you. It wasn't how it used to be when he was at Stade Rennais and when he came to Chelsea. And they want to go with the young generational guys now, Mobano. So Mori Diaw and then Seni Dien now are the guys who represent the future. And Major say it's one of the reasons 32-year-old Edward Mendy. Onyo bia na osano na wajidin e the sine around 27, 28 and oberemu owing to the na move now Onyaye from Stade Rennais to Chelsea no. And interestingly obeboa mo emamoji afko no. But 32 no seju nimfie no kwe nim kakra. And interestingly, keepers the ebirumu to me da kopim be 40 something. But honestly, I think say how Malik Tiao, Pape Tiao is now going that way, no dear. Ebiana what told the line of Aliou Cisse, and that's the reason why I call up no one funny dear man. Sergio say already can Confederation of African Football see a few way Champions League no. Ombobemba do pinoye chuma pa. Na ebetimi aye anytime bia. Especially prior to the start of the games and during halftime. Ebi a bit to betimi see after the game because they want to really check omo fa san no and all those things. So players now they must be very very careful. Yeah players there ebi anka oji say be a Ghana for omo some of the other clubs are omo bebo ama those clubs na be represented both in the group stages of the Champions League and the CAF Confederations Cup no. So competition the group stage never share tail end of next month November 2. That is where Confederation of African Football ebedi Sergio Sergio Onwa. Unfortunately, Johan Niskens, one of the Dutch greats, I said you, total football by even from 1971, 72, 73, when Ajax were conquering Europe, he was one of the integral figures. And when the Dutch lost the finals against Germany in 1974 World Cup, he was one of the integral figures. Not forgetting 1978. Okay. Wakochi, he was the senior of Pichu Musimani at Mamelodi Sundowns. At age 73, Seju, Enwa Wadani Bonkum so. And Johan Niskens Seju, one Pele Monsu at a point in time, Ebo New York Cosmos Kakra. Jomo Sonomo, Ekobo Kakra. So, Enwa at 73, Johan Niskens, former coach of Mamelodi Sundowns and the Dutch International, no Seju, Wadani Binkum so Enwa. That was the unfortunate news, Enwa Ebai Seju.
Okay. All right, Midibesia, Awal Mohammed, Nafi Yewra Black Stars, and Sensem no, and so Emuka Krana issues are among 4 day Aban Sanakwa Mickey at local source no Abrain, Kessben Television, Kessben 93.3, Kessben 92.9 Accra. Afi DSTV mo amohwe no DSTV channel 364, Go TV channel no 121. How can Vincent take a Fulani girl, girlfriend in Cote d'Ivoire, but our will push that on me? Nipa who? All right. Okay. Intina Springboard is me from yeah. Also we need to pa so bi na kwesa ade no na mo de eba be hye no. Anti Hana Dream pa. Eric Kwakwa is of Karela United. He played with Blay at Midiema. Our Mohammed has mentioned the name Sergio 26 times in his analysis within 8 minutes. Spain Boga, there's a chance to be a Obeso Mukakra.
Yeah.
Okay. Nana Kwaku Adumako Niako Kwale, lawyer, and so Ewa Accra. Lawyer message, you know, Mudia Hina met me de Abba. They even did it to a certain president. They don't care. Okay, they meet my Kayano, no. Lawyer, and so the no. Embassy, no. Homophobia, Omo Yo Majuma. Also, yo, dear. Okay. Yansha message way and swear. Manant has a regions nina Babontin at the Omo release na diaba. Nafi Penifona Kawamitri circles, no. Omoni abre asem so papa. Omo emfa easy sa 11C adwumawura enso the way ebai 11C say Kumasi Asante Kotoko can't be misrepresented in the United States of America. Please, if Asante Kotoko doesn't get visas, they must cancel the trip. It will be abominable and shameful to mix Kotoko and Midiema players for such a high-profile international friendly. They shouldn't go and disgrace Otumfuo, who is a prominent figure internationally. 11C, Ajumawura, they also the Abrayan, I don't know. Meko Kofi Eho Toronto, Canada. Osi Kumasi Asante Kotoko is the cause and problem of Blaze injuries, which to you will not help him get a good offer abroad. He helped and served the team well during his loan spell and became the fans' favorite. But because Kumasi Asante Kotoko, as you all know, doesn't want to pay big for good players, allowed him to go back to Mediema. Now listen, he got injured, and that time they went for him again. His selling value was cheap and low. They have to keep and treat him well with whatever he needs. If not, nature will not be fair to Kumasi Asante Kotoko team for the way they treat old players when they see or recruit new ones. Kofi, anyway, if you Toronto, Canada, and Abreye. Papa Nova, I'll say, so if a lose comes, will they say it's Kotoko who lost or what? Papa Nova, and anyway, and Sophie Accra, and so Abreye. Be careful about Franco Naro. He's been tormenting you recently. Is Ahimfie aware of this trip issues? Okay, Joe Shibi, anyway, free Canada, and so Abekai and Sa and no pain. Later, yeah, the other messages in and so Bremo. Kessben television. My Kofi Tuo di a lubo and a Kofi Tuo and so the way a free a buy. It's unfortunate. The Kumasi Asante Kotoko trip is turning into something else. Whilst player visa is an issue, the officials haven't communicated same. I'll not doubt if these accompanying officials from all walks of life haven't received their visas already. So how could it be possible that the workman can be transported but the watchman is already on the front seat? Asem Sebe. Kofituo Alubo, Unadiwe, and so Breye. All right, Seth, Mamin Chow, in Priso General Hospital, and my offer says Seth, on also Ewo, maybe Obiano, Omo, Air television, no, the Chomina, Ewo Koum Priso, and Chembuo. Dr. Grace Boadu, I say, Mungra House is here, Meba, there can you now be a Fisa Mukwa. Of a cordial, our house also, and a Dr. Gabi. And so I trust Grace Gift.
Herbal Clinic. And laboratory service.
Grace Gift, Herbal Clinic and laboratory service.
All right. You were Oshim Sukun Quantanaso, a Sufia Quanso, and then cry. No atromota petroleum. No atromota petroleum. Ufri Marcel main park and also qua. See, I know what do. Yene family love school no and hwenimu say jo mo enkrato ya okenka ne tetefo nso yi dodo anu afra buruchime na aburuchire fo say omo show dwumadi isa aburuchire kuruba ko a me nana bi peho paaye calendar aburuchime wo kenkan wo bi de efiri ho calendar aburuchime na me so baabi a me ni je ho am peso obi de mi kwadi horode ewo America krubi efre ho vagina sa krono vagina
na de obi abeso
ho na mani tie pa na ene abante yi sode akọ ana me pa ne choso ntana ho kakra awa Muhammad sanse ne koma ye de nam no wondi movie pa ye kasafa ye nuanu musrimufu na ta yusu se duro no pa ne nso so ya na ebu bebi se wan hwa a enkrofo bi ani betie no na enuanom bi afade ye ni nyana akọ eye duro ya edi dwumaso pa enkanka memma pa opo gina brane se bemma na so de anopa oyire adudini etodwom pra anka se bemma bia ehwehwe sa de ni bia kira kwan nanso yenuanu musrimufu anase siremfuo no ankoa na saade no omafa omu yusu nanso so no de ha me ne se ne yusu no omu yusu no bebrenu anyusu ne yie ya no omase no ntimi ka sai bia wa Muhammad kura wodi mufo tim so ontra ha kakra sai jo ye kasafa ade a e friend te anase ataya so on say enkanka wɔn a wɔn twi articulator no ɛkɔ kwantene no oduru baabi na ne no de sɛe anaasɛ ɔgyina home a ɛhɔ no a wɔn wɔ koropɔɔto ketewaa bi na wayi na wɔso gya na ɔde asi so owia na ɔsɔne no wɔn nso wɔn tiri mu nyɛ den wɔ saa adeɛ no ho otwa na ɔbɛno nko adeɛ a mo a mo wɔ hɔ nyinaa wɔbɛnya bi ano na abrabɔ ne mu akyinkyini metu kwan mmerantebere num kakra ɛkɔ madi man mu sundiata nkurɔfoɔ ne man mu hɔ amoatene a ɔwase hwɛ ɔno nso ɔbrɛfoɔ paa me ne na ne nam amoatene ne ɛkɔ kɔtɔn somade ne nkwadaa ntaadeɛ ho nti madi oduru na abra ya bɛbrɛ wɔ asase so nyɛ bi ni o nyono segu kai bamako kuchala be ewo mali memu ho e fa be bia ne ho ana me ko hunu se saa ade no e meme duru pa na nso so o mu twa ataya no a esan se enwono ne nti no esi kira se ju o mu di begumu no na asei dwumadi esesenka ataya no eye ma wo mo no na o mu di hwiga asei no esan se enwono nanka ne nwono no ne aduro no ne nwono no eni aduro no esesenka bia hwehwe bia kira kwan na ope bi ennom edi dwuma so bebre nanso o mu twa ofese ye de asa no anom nti o mu nto o mu bo esikire no o mu di gumo no eba ne saa no a na saa kofa nsunsanso obone e de abrɛ wo mo ko mu hwɛ ne yie pam ko so anom e wo medi man mu na wo bɔ modena na so utwa no amahwiga na anoso a opekura mfa sikire gum fa wo kakra fra ne tene nwono no esese wo te nwono no pa na no ne aduro no wo ye ne saa na wo no nom no saa kwan no so ana wo mia wani no amfa hwiga kura ngum kura ade ane wan hwa 7 kramofo ya mutimi ware miensa mienu ne nan wo be ware nan ame de ma ne bi asa ato so modern bonti so you su ataya na you su ne yia ntemo nye no mese no na dokota emfa emfaso de wo atayam ene suwa nyusu ne yie nso de bebre wo no on fanta ekire Glace gave it heba kreneke ye de second twa ba bia ya de hodo pi ne yesa gese ya de a eye nkwanhia sebe tituru fa gese nkwanhia na abrabo mu ya de ne de gese wan fanfa ya kache e betene te Selo 54 tele
0543
tele 2
32
Selo
00
tele Selo
30
Selo 54
0543
tele 2
32
Selo
00
tele Selo
30
Anna Selo 246
0246
518 Selo tele
003
Selo 246
0246
518 Selo tele
003
na owura awa saade ameke wonum bi
na ataya no obi an num bi o
ana me busa ne so num bi
the first so muslim ni je say onum ataya
nyu obi an no
na bi ne se ko mo nye muslims ko man jataya na fa
so hono
ko ashtrawa
pato
so me bodi ana also boy pato e kremoni
minim no fa
boys ne oni nyina mo ko no guso bo mo de no ma bi frafra na mo san de sugar ne ade awo no
so hono
nti ne nkremofo na no mataya dabi sisi obi ajafa
ene ke ya duro ntinkeye
uko zongos ko mo di vuvu kra che wo di vuvu ba ene no kre do me na wo na vuvu a anapa bia ye nya die wu andi ayo ntie ho nto
so hono
disade afra
eno asejo mi kwazi eno bia ne enwumre nyina fufu
enu anwumre ne awia ne anwumre
nyina
onye bia ndia na wo titio
wo te dwom ha no ko di vuvu be di office wo
na kire se odi fufu no kura che tuo sa afi no
di vuvu ni te o mo di vuvu no ba awa di vuvu don't go there
ayo ene dokota ye nkwa
wa ba be ware no mo nye careful wo ma so ne wadure so and de pepper di vuvu
so hono
Sajo won say nka ye onema bi atimi manage ahoɔden o emayen because yade bi ti say stroke ya ye kan wasemi ene akoma yade ne diabetes ya ta kan wasemi na nye African condition o nye African disease na be before ye nkan countries are oma enter into civilization 500 years ahead Africa no oma na nka ye oma yare nti na nka wo Europe ɛne n'ase fo no ɛna first civilized nation on this earth ɛyɛ Egypt a na wɔn na saa yadeɛ no wɔn keka yɛ wɔn yadeɛ o yɛ Africa no ni wɔ nneɛma bi yɛ de prevent no ebi ni ataya yi a ɔfa yɛ dɛ ɛka wɔn asɛm yi ataya no ɛyɛ duro paa because ɛyɛ antibiotic ɛtumi fight against malaria or parasite and that's any kind of yes etu fi malaria ɛna fever paa complete yes ɛna sɛ yɛ diuretic yɛ ka sɛ bibi yɛ diuretic a adeɛ etumi hohoro adeɛ firi wɔn friends onipadua mu ade bɔne bi afiri wɔn onipadua mu ɛfa dwonsom yɛ dɛ epie na increase your dwonsom more yes ɛyɛ adwuma paa ɛsɛ yɛ very good for ani nka very good for ani but problem ne sɛ o de other sugar ɛka ho a ɛna di problem no ba no because sugar nankasa no e create diabetes ɛna ade ba ko atwa sɛ yɛhu ne sɛ hwɛ sɛ sugar ka wo system no mu especially artificial sugar ferment essence body ni nim nti no most of the time na fermentation nti ɛyɛ na wiki entini a moja no yɛ den ɛne na mu no so on sɛ akoma no so the force na people pump moja sɛ entini yɛ mmerɛ na sɛ the force no pump moja na pressure no hiti your friends vessel blood vessel wall na ɛyɛ na the problem ayɛ den aba na the tension abeto entini no so na ama tension ayɛ den aba nipa no so wɔn sɛ na adente ɛno na ɔbɔ sɛ na ɛyɛ pressure ba yɛ nipa no so sa na no develop pressure of any place ebu a ni no pressure ba so at the same time na akoma na kasa no pressure beto so ni ntini na kasa yɛ hardened entini wa ɛkɔ adwenim so no na no so emu ayɛ den amoa na ayɛ titiri wọ́n sẹ́ ẹ̀bẹ́kọ̀ kò dùbẹ̀ bi no ntí ní paya náà lè kí mo já yẹ dẹ̀ egu adwene mu na nípa náà nya hemorrhagic stroke adwene mu stroke o nípa àkyɛw obi a obenya stroke bia adwene mu stroke bia no ẹ̀ sẹ́ pressure na aba adwene ntí no so na sẹ́ wọ́n nya high blood pressure ẹ̀no so reflect wọ adwene ntí no so ẹ̀ the problem yẹ dẹ̀ ẹ̀ brẹ̀ o ẹ̀ tí wọ́n sẹ́ ọmọ mu ta nya high blood pressure no it lead to stroke. Because pressure na ba o system no sisa no blood vessel bia ana ntini bia no pressure timi yeden e ba so to bo se sankrofo no tem bia obehwe no na nani na nkasa pressure yeden e wo so e ka ade ba ko e betuma boa ye pank ye yusu ka benya LD no e sa kind of attire ye ka ho asemi si amfa si kira nka ho nke ye no no ro a e na ke ye di akakadu ne ye hwenti ana ka ho a we are good to go to prevent most of the risk very good but ne ya wo tie me na tie me ye yɛwɔ nneɛma bebree wɔ hɔ nso a ɛyi induce awoɔ ɛde ma yɛn ɛyi induce awoɔ ɛde ma yɛn hwɛ ataa no kora mpo a yɛasɛe na yɛde asi kyerɛ gu no wonim sɛ baabi a ɔmo wɔ no baabi a ɔmo taa nom no mmɔɔ no ɛyɛ kyɛke awoɔ kora ɛtaka hɔ ɔmo ni problem wɔ awoɔ ho ɛyɛ kyɛke mmarima ne mmaa ne nyinaa ɛyɛ kyɛke
sirimfoɔ no ɔmo taa ma taa
ɛyi no ɛnyɛ asi kyerɛ na ɔmo de ka ho kora ka ndɛ ɛbɛyɛ better nka nneɛma bɛyɛ deɛ hɔ mali a wokan sɛ ɔkɔ mali a sɛdwo ɔmo wɔ mmarima paa wɔ nkurɔfoɔ no ɔmo yi ɔmo kura bi papapapa ebi wɔ kora ɛhyɛm kawa but wonim bibi ɛsi kyerɛ ne nti ɛyɛ abo sɛ ɔmo adeɛ no ɛkɔ kakra ne mu ayɛ mmerɛ ɛsoso kwa wɔn eti no wokɔnya ne baa na wate ahaw so Ghana ni firi ase yi na oduro a ɛma ntika wɔn so saa nkurɔfoɔ no so wɔ mmaa ɔmo ho ɔfɛ paa yɛ akyɛke Africa ho ɛyɛ saa nneɛma na yɛ use na ma yɛ ho yɛfɛ no ɛti na wɔn sɛ grace gift o taa ba wa yɛ onuobu a o taa no mu ana wɔn ɛtɔ so ɛma na o ti sa saa nnuro na ne treaty wɔn mo no ɔn etu yɛ obi na wɔ saa problems no sɛ ebi a pressure diabetes stroke anampo uti na tɛ dwa o na etumi yɛ symptoms of stroke anaasɛ symptoms of saa malaria wɔ enum anaasɛ ebi a pressure na mipatsɔ bɔkɔɔ fo wɔn ani kyerɛ grace gift ni yɛn nyɛ dɛ yɛn hwɛ ma o ebiem ọmọ kotodwe mo wi wo ọmọ poso wi wo especially wi mo ye nwin eno no ya arthritic condition no mpem wi no mesre wa ye onu ho a onu mu a at least e meba sa de na ide adwodwo se jo enye sisi yade bia na ekoko sisi ye no eye joint sisi na kotodwe no so ye den e joint no se de cartilage every kotodwe no mu a e ma otumi nya kotodwe mu yare ye ne etumi hu se why de wonya arthritis no saa pepepe na sisie no so no joint na won cartilage ntumi ye den ewe e ma wo lock won wo se na de utumi ye den e lock ebu akro na aba beto cartilage no anase ntini na won ekuro abe de abeto so utumi nya saa problem no mesre wa ma entrance ma ehun emi yɛmfa pane nkɔ yɛ dɛn ɛnkɔ wɔ mu si yɛ twi nsuo mesɛ prevention is better than what cure mesrɛ wɔ asɛ wɔ saa problem na fa wɔne kyerɛ yɛ dɛn ɛhɔ ɛna biam rheumatism ne nasefo no yɛwɔ mu types ebu okura mpo a wonnam nankasa ya wedi na ya mazel nankasa no etimi chi no won obo akoma nankasa kura mpo no utimi ya bi yeren ewo so what's that problem na misre wa bomodin boko pressure beto woni so o pese ko fom me bomodin na bra ni emfa mfidie nya den emfa wo mu ni ehwe wo mu o se wo ti wa o na sinsin unsa sinsin o die anajo wa na unsa so o be sore no na sinsin so bra ni ehwe babia entini no moja ntimi nya den enflotu onim se o blood circulation wa kwa me ya ka kire se blood circulation enteki enye yi enko yi ya ka kire o be 2 years ni Ghana ni be ehwe ya ma na kwakofa problem aba bra ni ma moja no eni afurusa ne ye den ewo mu ma mesre wa wo ye check wo didi na wo ye check wa a very risky and dangerous. Aduane no say word slow digestion. Na aduane ntimi nyamo a say jo e pulu more nervous force if you ntini mu. Ena de aduane no adwuma. Sa de no sonso no etimi ko find do yere den eba. Say wonim say what's that problem na sra wa boko for any chile grace gift. Ya de bia ya moso bia no eno nkire say yenya ho adwuma. I just said the alphabet so. Sra wa nti ato no so ye den ekoso. Wonyi ni abeto ntia. Wobamabu beto ntia. Ye de yeso unim wu adwuma unsuro buru e ma ofa the numbers na to dwa wa kire kwa
ya de a yen hwe no da meka enso da kotofoforo ba nsuo monti achacha kwata anifana etwa mu mfie du no emum ana sebe brother fu eno kwa ne yen hwe gemi enti ohwem sukun kwanta na so heya pato ne dom no a mo pataya no momra ni enkyere mo de mo de beka ho a ebeboa mo omonum se no kwa so ho no ne dene ne fekwa so ho entumesira mo ba grace gift a ye be kire mo ne ema bia mo de beka ho a mo amu be dia dance wo ba bia mo wo bia nu atwemota petroleum ewo enkramamu okotsis family love international school no mesine ndie mo nya na mo frɛ telephone so kra mo fra ye be kire mu na mo so mo de abɔ mo ho bra Cello 54 tele
0543
tele 2
32
Cello
00
tele cello
30
Cello 54 tele
0543
tele 2
32
Cello
00
tele cello
30
ana 0244
0244
126 12 tele Cello 244 126 12 tele edasipa
so ye dasipa na kamenim sa tire nipa kotodwe onum na se sugar ni ma itimi treat kotodwe the don ga be kind no sa tire ota no ma kotodwe eyo ya bebo wow no mpeno France ajima me gidi se wutie program yi kan ho na koto no ngrawam na me mfa sugar nka ho bebo o ye pa na nsima wo do pi grace gift enkofo adawoma yatete ene anope mo friend numbers no na mo no mo eni enkomo nsempi ena omwo ede ema I 100% agree with Andy Kem. I was even arguing with my friends. Blay is someone in our local league who can play for the Black Stars and play it well. Afo humble Edway Ifri Alaba ena Abre Emraso semi kofa eye WhatsApp videos amodiaba na yetie mu kakra kwa make the local stories no ebeba ye one or two stories be the person mo chiro madwen kakra e de efa ho na fei ye ko Newton Latte marriage ata ho na ono nso e de ne de ebre yen nsempi mo bia ni na video from free akra WhatsApp videos written
for the past 24 years, England were the most successful club for the past 24 years. Yeah, and yesterday, Sunyane Suye deserve better. Stadium Sunyane Suye Messi be my, yes, Messi be my Ghana Premier League. Sunyane players, most of them, 90% Sunyane players. Okay, TS Remo and Sunyane. Yes, we deserve better. New stadium. Come on. Na Black Stars so much. Almost all of them. Yes, you know. Yes.
Hello, good morning. Ciao, nano pe. Edu. Dana Kotoko phone pe to mu. at the US no all the so go US na me hu ni say for no interest wo US tintintina monson asa mo ko bo DC United o US na say ben for mo say interest mo say bibi ni a era mo for so mo fa visa no mo visa na na ni sis nam sa ko fa me dia ma for players abeka ho say ko bo DC United o US we dey be so mo
no anafa na hustle na mo kan sem bi say Kumasa Asante Kotoko ko boyfriend match bi say ewo USA na jo media mane Kotoko team ni aka abuma na amri ko face team ba akope say team o ye team nipa be 37 na say ya mama visa na ya 7 players visa say 11 players no emien fa ntu kwan nti wasa team na wo ho no o ka si hu dua say masa ya ma visa nti ye ntimi ma ya nkofa dwen o the dent and a quack bobo. Now, what is a bibi cosia? Near Cocanse, Yasha Cotoquana, Yasha Mediama. In Tiano dear, a new quansa or mojitum, now moko. Or Montanas near Mui Ligino, and a obo, Nes ultimate Ligino, now qua Africa, ultimate trophy papabi, a dear bro mine. Now, we no dear, Joe, Mede, and Chichimaso, in the Coto company for, or Montanasi, no mon kuni.
So, good morning, Kessben Sports. Seju ne wa pam from church. Em say na say ne ma ho adi bi o blaster kan. Bi ho amentiase. Foreign players na ba mo drop from bus akọ training grounds. Foreign players ni nyina si omoko, but Edu Frederick Asari so Asante Kotoko captain. We see your corner as our friend, so I'm a fan of Mankusi pitches. I don't know. A day na yempenyu for no more yen. Mentiasi. So be what for be so umbrella MB train MB match. Foreign person you are afraid of them, but local person the OPBR motim the yom because of say oh yeah own friend. I don't understand. Time bra before you go see pitches. I don't understand. Oba mpese mo wura hopa na mo ampanifo say the way omo treat local press no ndana yenya better blaster team no
Chia no abedwafo nyina Family Louis aka Blue kase Africa Tamida me de bia me kase futu na me de ma supporters nyina mam me abamu mfa ni gie no odo entire boys na chi na me say kamrektia bi ye be hu good football any Lions me share my manager pa special justice play justice uniform me man lifetime contract esremo jawdi 40 years ana odina djuma de nyina ba wie sanso na Dauda sa kanso enya hu hwe de oyeye no afi kwa na obeye de because born ye de awo no akase training wo so ye asa ye de awo no to ni bo ni bo boys ni bi wo han ma talent wise no wo mu dada tie training ketenketene ndema ketenkete bi na coach kire na odo be kan ho nice bibi aye kama na afi nso bani for mesremo koto company for IMC American mi ntwam USA trip ndem mi ntwam na chese erade e kran enya ade a esifa trip ba ko pewi kai seju mesre no abedwafo mo fama no ntumbi.
Okay, Simra we ni first batch yenya want wonka na je sekwa ofa so awoye no dede no ewachire ye papa nti ye kabum sa ebe ha dwen wonkofo asum. All right. Enti ye beto aso e de amamo, please respectfully, the age of Justice Blay it's not his real age. It's a mistake. Justice Blay's playmates are Ebenezer Okran of Samatex, Matthew Kevin Ando from St. John's School at Secondary. Dasble is not as old. Dasble is not that old. He's a small boy. Okay. The age on Blaze football card is more than his right age. His childhood club, Telecom FC at Inchaban, caused Dasble that problem before joining Secondary 11 Wise FC. Okay. Obia onimni ye pa anyway a free takrade and so Abraham Bishop Papa Yenzu Kwansa FIFA boss kwesimin team anyway and so Abraham yeah true on
yes
okay
Kessben was part of the people that scouted Justice Blay.
Okay.
It's some players no boy, you know. Justice Blay, Prince Aqua, Maswell Bako, Kevin Matthew Ando. You know, those players. And again, once I name Maswell so you must survive. And I'm also boys in the school now no con nipa no do school no was St. John's no. Was Obi anonymous or the Godfather.
Okay.
That story is true. As in terms of the age issues.
There's someone in the age ni bika ho.
Yes.
On the football card no.
Aye. My tisa story.
Okay.
And then one say or confirm.
The card no so any ni on.
Yes. That is what we are saying. But
all right. Okay. Enti yentwa so. Na issues kakra o han sana. Ye drew hanum. Tichu de ya Mohammed ba efa ruler na obo Asante Kotoko number 9. Esa Asante Kotoko pe is it 10, 11? I don't know. Say no, can. What's your
assessment? On the type of number 9, and he wasn't referring to the type in Kotoko.
Okay.
On the type of number 9, in ye pin a Kotoko. Now Kotoko players don't more on and normally the attack. No, can be cheap for not waka a year. Abet Amwa. You know, the opposite chance almost 10, almost 11. Or the opposite channel say 10 or your auxiliary or bob behind. Or when the star now bona or bob behind the striker. And now say every chamber for both from the left. Omonya the type of number 9 be. No, the number 9 now bono. Now stay within the 18 box. Now OMP.
Okay.
You know, me back to con masa con time in the Diana Stars. Kotoko any different strikers be. Now you to the performance index of strikers. Fa Seydou Bansi, fa Alessa Samoa Makwekwe, fa Eric Bekwen, fa Eddie Boache, fa Nana Hindua, fa Kofinti Boache, na fa Ameture. You know, as our players here making in us, so for bit is Seydou Bansi. Yaya Mohammed, na obo Ediana, just like Seydou Bansi. Because obo Ediana says Seydou Bansi. You know, on depending so much on the relationship with the ball. Born on paper because the players behind him provide that creativity. It you hear Diana starts with Yaya Mohammed, Joseph Adu in post, Godfrey Saka as right back, Daniel Dako as left back, Wahab Adams Stephen Anochi Bedu 4 and 5. Eviso Pokunu Nwamati. On the right side you have Sam Adams, Zakaria Mumuni, and then Bright Ejay behind Yaya Mohammed. You know, so what the mean free. Eviso Pokunu Nwamati kura free. So Sam Adams you know Sam Adams Oshe esa kriti. O Zakaria Mumunia Oshe esa kriti. Brighter J na nkasa sa ro na ya Mohammed bono no nko atime bona de so a. And Brighter J so yes a profile na waye ne ho midfielder waye ne ho striker. Otime bo as auxiliary otime bo as an striker. In all this, the point I'm making is that Yaya Mohammed will choose to stay inside the box because he has creators. Bekwen ejina box room because or Kwabnayaro, who is a bulldozer and a creator behind him. Or Francis Akwafu, who is a creator behind him. Or Francis Kofi on the left, who is a creator behind him. Ameture Bobby with Kofinti Boache. Mene champion ebo with Kofinti Boache. It is a who stay who on perform beji board who mfimfi e di abrel. Sa players ya mebubo nyina hwe midfielders adon mo jinwa. Omo ya midfielders say who stay e wo topper. Bon omo beji no omo di abrel. But the Kotoko team now no sa na situation eti ana. Situation entesa into Kobasa you cannot stay inside the box. E wo say upie na beji ball ne ko. Midfielders are ho na nya bi ne Akufu ne Jordan. Midfielders are ho na nya bi ne Ajay. Wingers are ho na nya bi ne Akufu. enye bi ne Sam Adams enye bi ne Zakaria Mumuni enti sa wo ka say oh stay what topper you know there will be a gap between the midfield and the striker enti say who stay as a supplier the ma what do? You come back no be close to the gap between the midfield and the attack say the be ya oje ball na obetim dia ko enti the ma Kotoko any that ya Mohammed type of striker and they say you know omo ni suppliers omo beje dia bre no yaya o time in Kotoko o time in the local blasters any time e wadua na nyina the players around you were creators local blaster na jo na mu na akufu mu na was say do atobra mu nyina behind you enti Yahya Mohammed in his career has been a number 9 staying inside the box. He had creators behind him, proving creators, you know, not just creators. He had proving creators behind him in the local league and the national team as well. But abetamu adi, you know, players no mo jebo ne dia ba na enwan nti also withdraw back na obe support to close to gap the fin ko edimo no enu nti na da bia hu sa abetamu apie na onyina boss ne.
Oh, okay. Mamisha will take on Black Stars. Ado, Coach Otoado. Someone also the Ato Eja, Omodi Omube replace party, and Ashimeru, and others. And your cancer bisu kakra, my name is Kwame Beck captured in on local stories no more. Yes, Adia. When we come around, issues no, and so. Yaba. Kwame, I'm saying, bit chase answer or the two joining in her. One for cry the videos be a premier. I'm saying local players be.
No, I'm free can. I'm to be actress.
Two local players or
I don't think it's a issue, but the first support it.
We are Asante about for discussing. Yeah, but that's a more interest one. I'm quite now, my son, and so any now. Mamma did quickly enough, Yankofa, Newton Latte Marijata, and so. But what we've made to understand, two main goals for our Democracy Cup are to foster a continuous relationship between Ghana Premier League and America MLS teams. Two, to maintain good governance between Ghana and the US. Boss, these goals are very essential and are good for Ghana and the US to continue to have peaceful coexistence. Good enough. Our parliament was hugely involved in the organization of the game. Considering the weight of Asante Kotoko, our parliament house could have intervened to help Asante Kotoko get the required visas. I don't know if Kotoko IMC relaxed in the organization process. DD, Akmaden Senior High School. In the area, and then it's now. Visas no omo amfama Kumasi Asante Kotoko team no na team ni nyina ntimi antu ochena am say yes sense subium and na yes ono menya adwen say me hu the cry say omo the 6th place na omo sa comedy ma ko 6th place no mo do mu tu kwan so mo de omo kwa kobobo the name of Kotoko munya say ni mgu ase no mugu club no say omo amfa visas no amamo a munya trip no ko tom embarrassment at the Mother King's Club. Simple. Huge embarrassment at the Mother King's Club. Mama munya sa nim go ase no you hope some of the visas and mama some say nene tina mo we some dey come on so ma anya sa mama nko na omo tu kwan enye Kotoko dey tu kwan Kotoko enye a club kiti bi there be Kotoko is Kotoko. Meko Newton Latte Marijata ho na yako head on so the ebre ye buy the local source aka no ebeka ho. New.
All right, Sergio, my some studio has say na community can bobo so dodo na Ghana Premier League na match day 5. Of course, Kumasi Asante Kotoko na that table no top, but yeah, the cat teams na ho more preparation, but be a team no add team I put things together about be drew for Kotoko. Over that table no top. You cut the best attacking sides. Obaka Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Obaka Bibiadi Gold Stars, Obaka Heart of Lions, Obaka Vision. All these teams, you know, Omona actually goals Kessben. The highest number are 5 goals. Of course, defensively, Kumasi Asante Kotoko so born home day. But Makasa be say, Dr. Jumadia Odi team no hono onye. the tia say ɛyɛ so easy sɛ wobɛtumi aka sɛ oh Kotoko kwan say so ɛna ɔbɛfa ɔde bɛhyɛ and that prepare ho and no kyerɛ sɛ sɛ team no tumi nya other areas of course make dynamism offensive third no a ɛbɛboa na me nkɔmmɔdeɛ ne sɛ Kotoko from the halfway in terms of almost second phase build out enipa okra ball no by 60% probability Emmanuel entry in terms of the transition to the final third. Now baby so about drop a ball no and say usually no na or drop a ball no benkum afa so that is not to say you found from her said the wush Kotoko attacking free I say but the margin of attack kakra bi se Kotoko fa ni fan fa so nti hwe Lord Amwa na taki na ka wo check here every time no you wanted a winger obetimi game no mu dia ma and watching say obehu obeti say Elvis Che bafo a owo inside so hwe ba bia Elvis wo at this point no you might feel say it's a movie the back area ha and this is the kind of zone America ho asem so Elvis all movie create the position for the right side channel it means say obetimi be defense no but antisa he is acting like a natural number 9 or chain ball no el box room. Verse is in the position. A basa space in a one channel. Not just say about the hawk. I don't think now her lions so or more defense in about a chenku el box room. Now the attorney say even this ball we say yeah in team manu a recycle you know. Jena me canon Abbas I say you watch him say at this point Che Bafo and Ababe pick a ball no, on the wider channel or pick a chance no Diama Kumasa Asante Kotoko. This serves as variety in terms of position and placement in the pocket. It shows say Kotoko L variety. She say Oba Dompem or boxing mu twa mumpa or metimi abiem na akadi or ye the killer no or the ball no better net. But and not yet the emphasis of your discussion. The major part of your discussion is say, and then Kotoko so far in the first 5 games, 5 goals from Ashenino, say an party in it here. Now your player selection is so predictable. Not just when you do ability say a day. I better one ability team no. 2. We also know certain things like their profiles. I bet I'm be animal, be animal. But the pattern of transitions, and the secret code. You do home come say all the 5 goals, if we Benkuma so behind the jubilations, the celebrations, the vibrations, and a vast stadium after goals, national. Oh, breaking the sequences in a downward. I'm a water stadium was at now GHini. Now oh Kasa. Now oh know how a choir go ne fast so buy it and not na break it. I bet I'm the circulator. He is the latest arrival. Edru Sanwa. O Jaibo no 2 Benkuma from Tesado Ariama Saka da Oshe ya. Or no ne baba very, very late. Now obeba late so no obeka box no obeka na Abet Amwa. The major striker Satam or Chainball no. Or no any Evesheba for Abdurrahman Yagub. All these guys. So Abet arriving in the box, Emmanuel Entry coming late and hanging around the box, Saka Dauda moving to the left channel. This has been the major patterns of the Kotoko attack. Amana is so predictable. The SSA doctor AN say, Obepe Emmanuel Entry bakwa or circulating distributing quite the right channel. Obe try so obe improve the work. Saka Dauda oye. So you watch Emmanuel Entry that combo with Saka Dauda on the left wide channel. And within the interior no, a mama Saka Dauda anchor. Now, through the channel no more, not just say, oh boy, we are corridor no answer. So why have they always been circulating out wide? Now, to be a chance in the room, it to be a big room, but we are discussing the pattern and Makachro. Always and always, the one to arrive very late happens to be Emmanuel Entry, the key circulator for the club. Or not the ball no two we are on the ball late to cry, but Ubehu send any Albert Amwa, no more box room. So we are saying, 5 goals. Who is the major circulator in Midfield? Emmanuel Entry. You always find him say on the ball. Na Osha, baby easy as a Kotoko benya opano. Aye benkuma from her say. The American say, Sir Dr. Bon Homodin pa, Esheni Faho, and so many titis sudia. Not just no one no. But the secret thing here is that always the major circulator no. Emmanuel Entry. Whether say or no far from the deep second phase or the first phase build up, you always find out say the okra ball no about 60% probability no Emmanuel entry. So Kotoko midfield no keka ho. Now one of these guys no and done no the major circulator said Emmanuel entry. Yeah no yeah Edema club no. And in the left channel it's been awesome for the club so far. Our chances all the goals, including even the own goal. But who happens to be the major receiver on the wider channel? It is Saka Dauda. So on goal no crana. Now you discuss Osheda under pressure one shada mistake about all this. You said you are the ball on crana a buy and that was Saka Dauda. From which pattern of attack? From Emmanuel entry. No to be a born also no. Yeah, na Kotoko Jeffrey opponent in the hall. A bit said there against Beckham Chelsea. So Emmanuel entry has always been behind the ball, the major distributor from Midfield. And who receives that in the wider channel? Saka Dauda. Now at this point, you know, entry Saka Dauda, the next recipient of the build-up, you know, in the box, and Obenya. But Amwa, yeah, now on also air channel boxing alongside other attackers. Now, who say break the micro details of Emmanuel entry profile and dawa one or a confident ball holder. The circulation you good. It means by passing technique. Now one children. But be a person job on in front to my piano. Emmanuel entry does that with ease and a Kotokopa. Now the movement and actually say or task so ballet. And then my catch now. So watch this pattern. Obetinya connected to attack by virtue of this. So where every time biano team no kwa asemba ko ebusa ne say koto attack idi afidi aye no enye ye adwuma kese ho pa say Dr. Ogum ohhehye edema team no. One thing to take care of the movement of Emmanuel entry, the connection of Saka Dauda, and of course in the final third ubehu obite say abetamwa all boxing. So koto attack no na wo hwe no. It's blended with players are mobile late about second box you're good shooters. It also has some players who want to be moving out wide. And of course, there are finishers in the box as a real number 9. So who will say, Lord, I better more movie in a chip, not change and carbon to go this city. Now go away. Eto and Alerigu ewo north against Arena. It's been the major source of goals for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. I mean, all the 5 goals, similar connections, similar patterns of play, sequence. Now, so awesome. Every time, Edin said Obe breaking. And who was the goal scorer? But you know, we are talking about the goal scorer without talking or analyzing the movement or the call boxing. And you can find him here every time. Once a boy is or more the ball then the major striker for the team, you know, or Sheba be a ball or Jet. Now, no so follow said by be a ball nekono. Obetimi a movie closer aqua boxing aqua train, and that is Albert Amwa, the key striker for the side. He is the number 9. So Sakotoko ewa juma biya benkuma from what they see ni fan from where. Now are we saying say channels no kwani enya goals free or wins no kwani enya goals free? No way. Centrally, who are the key scorers? Centrally, number 8 for no, number 10 for no way, and no question at this point here, we've seen the finishers in the box. We've seen the patterns of play from the left channel. You know who you find from sir, but centrally no. Okay, young apostles game no. Benkuma from where na toye. Benkuma from where. So a smart Patrick Asedu, but they made sure say Emmanuel Antwi this time and you know the ball holder, but he was a finisher. But the source of goal no, still if you left one on the buy. It means centrally Kotoko. A good shooter, Otimi at the ball, no so a tonet, a money ye, and that is a central dominance. I make so and they in China is Siso and Eba. How many goals have you analyzed from the right side of the team? We haven't seen that. Let's move on quickly. Now you took Kotoko for say opponent because of Beha Kotoko Benkuma from what they are, and not just coaches in Ankasa. Kotoko should really add a lot. Now moving on to the blaster, Coach Kosiapia. Beye butu okroma one ono ankasa ne ba Ignatius ni gina ho as analyst for the side. Coach knows Ghana traditionally builds his teams on 4-4-2, 2 central, 2 out wide, and then of course 2 top. So bega pepi jet na toda ebo gina na chiboko ne wanya chu wanya dede mfimfi no benya agimamba dubi rabiu bi. Coach always does that in his teams, but there was a certain game of Susan in Sakakra. Was he trying to be adaptive to the opposition? It might be an idea, or maybe be a boo, or touch him. So the part time I want a 4-4-2 I force on a man switch it to 4-3-3.
Was it down to a certain weakness in the Angolan team? Man, a ball 3-man attack. Now, Osha game now, boy, now Mustafa Mohamed Al and a goal post room. It was a traditional back four. So Abdul Rauf Yagub, one midfielder, no. I can say half 8. No, Ababenya Salah Adil, Waledin Kadir. So Omumi and Sano and Ana Ewo Fifi in the typical 4-3-3. Now, the base of his team, no, a honye Madihinya Kra. So Joe, but be a margin war at the final third. Abubakar Asa, this guy, I'll be talking about him. Mohamed Abdurrahman, number 10 shirted player on the leading line. Obenya Saif Terry and Kofomi and San, and I'm person profile you. Now me profile you because your defense is not at show a lot of cracks. Our opposition games are so far. Your bought Niger, your bought Angola, certain games, all of them. Jiku Amate show a lot of cracks. Abdomumin, Nansenya on Salisu Amate, all of them. Even against certain opponents, now, open coaches, I am telling you the knowledge of the terrain. Now, you come on a cross post or Ghana here. The knowledge of some of the players, everything. Coach Kwesiapia is top notch. But you find the ideas in the you can't man who wants them say. You persist stay in the game. We should really keep an eye on number 1, Mohamed Abdurrahman. Now, one thing. Oni become very explosive. Na born down in Nayanoa, oni born kura ankasa. Na basa yemfa born in fast so ultimate connectivity. He's the most fluent member in the final third. Na Oba Benya Saif Terry, Coach Kwesi Appiah just striker with very physically built. Na obeha e defenders no. Na ye defenders no kwando obebo ye 6 no or wadwuma ye because otrake kwachiri. Na Abubakar Asa is another boy. In fact, me and say I'm discussing the most technically gifted amongst them, Abubakar Asa. So, Omohun community say, you're picking it piece by piece. This guy has the confidence to keep the ball at will. Every time in his spaces, he can score, he can also create as well. Now, the game profile, naturally say, or moving a lot in the final third. That means, positionally, on your player, I just saw your Juma man, on one can say to me, movie, quickly picking up the ball behind the line. And in one-on-one situations, you saw that. Or to me, so maintaining the composure at the ball at net. How has his game been? How has the guy fitted so well under Coach Kwesi Appiah? Now, you're there, Coach Kwesi Appiah, against Angola, you saw his performance. Now, the speed and his athleticism not allow him to drop very deep for balls. Now, on the ball, I'm say, and Kawaka so one line. So, by virtue of his movement, he loves to cut inside and Sanoba. Now, who say Obi a cut inside? He say, Joe, you are not yet said to say. One, Obetimia pass it per his position now. So Kaso drop a ball not about this angle. He can do that easily. And also Kaso or Obia $1 Piabasana so the back pass in that zone so easy. Or there could be a cut back around this box. But what is the main idea of the player? Okrabono. He's a very good shooter. And he does that with good precision from this angle. So all your player now the neighbor inside. Look. Keep a very, very good contact with him. Now, ocean body frame now, the lasting challenges. It's the oil say, or depending a lot on his movement. Now, Shadiabi was Suramame. This is the space for a winger. And now, what you are saying, at this point, as I say, with Jabo, no cry, a angle has say no, because how much space, but our other ideas. That other ideas, why does he love it so well to come inside and then shoot? I don't know, interior, no, I send the channel, no. A honest is so toward the Moya Wajumano. Or Jibon, and Nipana can one seven. At the end, what they right back in the nature, but Chinaba inside. Every time, why does he love to stay in the interior? Now, die the channel, and Casa to one. I don't know, but inside as a 8. Meanwhile, receive born as a winger. It's we are right back, but trouble inside. Jet, so one you're careful. Untumi market. He can shoot, he can create in equal tandem. So what are we doing? And look, we shouldn't pretend as if we don't concede. We do concede a lot. And area had a blessed habitat every time of Jibwa Honor. We move on to Abdul Rahman Mohammed, another quality forward. Honestly, in born the bopa, and who are dancing the Medica can wasem Abubakar Esa. And on Podier, all person who easily on a show more 10 years, 7 you can't number 10 and your fastest man will fee. So he's good. But apart from that, he does that easily, aerially. And Ghana no share or Hana Marefi, Ghana and no Pembono at the share. Who do can get where say once. So apart from he keeping the ball at his feet, moving at will, finding penetrations within the pocket, he can equally be dominant in the air as well. Yen you know how share is here. So yes, I be facing the BM and coach Kwesiapia wants to qualify. Now the air who say sometimes he takes off from very, very deep. Now, one of these attributes of a number 10, I say, yeah, na nyame shira omo bebre, omo position so no mo intelligent. It will do boxing no ade yeah, ho kire dwuma no. Yeah, no mo ho kire omo. They score with cheeky ease. She born na wa hye no. Enti ye ne attack naka two central defender near John Wachire. These guys are physically built and they love Coach Kwesiapia. Omo do omo to form out the amano. Ye pa attackers bia your mo adwuma. They would have to be really checked. Other than that, Dean Sudan no car somebody are. My friend, forget it. These guys are really, really well prepared. And I'm gonna blast out the ball. Coach Otuado would really have to work around it. All of them are very good scorers. And I'm gonna go goalkeeper, we are very good as well. So we are profiling more attackers, and Saif Terry is the third member of that department. They all featured against Angola. Now, they are technically 1 yard. Saif Terry, the ball Ukraine and hot children no kakra. Saif Terry, but he balances that with a lot of physique and balance. Our stability, our box to me 1-on-1 and Kwan and you'll be Salisu na Hodin will be to me no. Nakoya Mumi Wodia, Obetia for so. And who are the papa, okay, Mustafa of Angola. He has that same stature. And I'm telling you, for goal scoring, I won't struggle in that regard. I won't struggle. I'm only saying, and there's a bit of connection. So Osha goes to be Osha. Other members I discuss CBR to say Abubakar Esa. I'm gonna assist you. And I am saying this, about Saif Terry. Coach at the 10 common. You're the better. Now coach for no more. Minnesota no one idea a Brabham Biana. Obama flow Mediaman common. Mediaman dropping points for the first time this season. And among 4 busa say Kotoko abedahoi, Goal Stars dahoi. Mediama betting about the top table na. Se kwan beba mudia na chief my 2 minutes.
Kwan bedem be ha dwen pa.
Chief. Any of my membra. The boja kapo na wono. Chief biao boss, biao.
Okay, it is about 1 minute
Enkasa. So Mediama by squad, a very rich squad. Bayani can say out of the squad is carved a very good team. So squad number 1, team Ben and more year free. We know that more than so Kamara Dim Mahmudu. To me, one of the best 3 right backs in the league. Emmanuel Kujo went to the Africa. And also the Michael Enu from Gold Stars Ash Gold is really improved. Osa Benedino in China said Shazo Obodi Obako America Debi Nana Kofi Babel Oshe Horoya Ewo Cape Coast. Dear we say we know a lot about dear we say. In an attack of Nana Kofi Babel, dear we say Taylor, Derek Fodro, you don't lack balance. A center forward, 2 creative players flanking him, and then I shot to attack. Jet 0-0 against Heart of Lions. One of last season's major strugglers. I feed your bash. The trouble be why improve team power. But dear we say stays in the box, Kofi Babel flanking him alongside Derek Fodro. And yet Juma Bebresa, Jet Mediama Echo Blank. Now the Etienne said. Table no top 1 assassin. It is a medium mobaki come home, monkey come home. Kumasa Asante Kotoko team no me metinyaka say 30% to Kromundruye. Mutim way when you say Kotoko Bebre. Look, Prosper watching in Midfield having spoken about him. The darling boy of tackle football, or to coin or back for Tao Sulemana, said Joe Filipa, or also swab back. You still have your squad at your disposal. And we are talking about one of the best keepers right now in our Kubi national teams. What do you lack in the team, Mediama? So move to the top now more Kotoko now say Mediama more bamo. You lose the hold up or top table or so. So what we are saying is you don't lack anything. You have the coaches, you have the squad, and more financial power. No, Yasama Motakwa TNA. Bring out the best of performance, Coach Adote. But be a fire and be about Honoman pay. Bring out the best of performance. Now, my table no so any 2 points, and I'm not dropping or Takwa TNA. And so I Namoke come on a team no and bring back. Checking from performance, 2-1 against Kotoko, 1 goal margin. Mediama Lions 1-0, 1 goal margin. Lagos Cities Mediama 1-0, 1 goal margin. Basake Holy Stars 2-1, 1 goal margin. Heart of Lions 0-0. Meaning say 1 goal numpo afedi paper against Lions. My next game, Mones Samates defending champions. Let's see how that game goes. But your goal scoring department shouldn't go dry. General, all
right. Wait, I'm say Mama Omre ye papa Newton Latte Marijata. The abre and no mouse are bass and then so much church on maybe Ekutano or the abre. Even a Black Stars. Now, come Mickey at the latest at the American Tese Shimero, Bekain sa ewo memo ka ho na players ben na entimi anko ne hifo na ya from mo
ko number 2 de obo am kakra na ayi kwasi apia de na akosi sei calf de ayi bi ba se on tweno
aso atra koma omo se o de escudi ne beto ho
okay
na ya bo qualifiers na wi se calf ayi omo de ba ne se onyi ba ko okay
kona me break bisa na se ba no bisa o se DCT
anti wayi since you're a Sudan coach, no way.
But it's or the two are now
or
the two.
See. Temporary.
Because you about 2 matches na we.
One qualifiers ni we are. Also be school.
Yeah. But you need 2 matches na say all the
qualifiers ni na. This is
Ebowi answer.
Yes. Okay. All right. Enti kwa minim I mean say kan sem fufuro bi enso fa Kumasi Asante Kotoko trip no ehon. Say the meeting and it's a penny for you, Makayati. Mediema players no yem for Monko. Yem for mediema players no and co trip no. Name trip on the moya dance yako. Enti yaya gonna say the youth team players be neko. Youth team play academy players be and I de omo so your players in Siano so 6-7 enya visas no. Smart epra into we free akoka 6. Nti yekopa players ni bi na ye de o masoso na ye de o akọ trip no the ye den esi ye ko nyame ya adom otena na academy team no o mu free hen no o mu wo nkwala no o mu free no o mu kofa nkwala no abeso Kotoko players no so no akọ sa trip ya akọ ball no ye the details ni na enso ebebremo akire di mediema players in the Kotoko company for you I'm say pressure no kra mo de ma o mo no edoso domo ye no afiro mediema players bia enko ka Kotoko fo ho ma omo nko US no nemom US ndem ye den ombeko play number 4 na youth team no omo free hen academy players na omo okrum ha anaso omo akwantuom omo America omo hen ana omo Ghana enti omba be ka Kotoko 6 players no no motukwan circles no ebo enyo kra ombo afu papa enya sam ketu akra na release bi omde ba bonte me de masonto to form no na kire se omo threaten kra se Kotoko team no omo amfa registered players anko bossa game no go for players bi free hen ekofra omo se omo bo penifo no bo se 10 home games ombo boycott 10 home games Asante Kotoko 10 home games omo ebe boycott wa omo nkohwe sa game no kra omo bonju so kra either say visas no players na ombe so omo kono omo nyina nsa be kan no mbeko na say 6 na kofa we aso so kofa we aso so a omo nye registered players of Asante Kotoko no way embarrassment kese pa omo de break club no intinya dia omo ebuju so omo yes adia 10 games omo enkohwe home games omo nkohwe the body masoto to from nsa kana no me call Dawood Heba and ni what makofa kakra Abbas enso I dey kuta no
obo asina na yeguso said ye be ya ahifo ni atiefo
gentlemen where are you going I'm going to Obuasi.
Yes.
Why? I'm going to see 3 gentlemen.
Yes. Bajo into Asuni.
Okay. If you see them, your problems are solved.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, where are you going?
Yes.
I'm going to Obuasi.
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
I'm going to see the 3 gentlemen.
Yes.
If you see them,
yes,
your problems are solved.
Thank you very much, boss.
Yeah, come and watch it. Dawood Heba, and in the world scientific.
Dawood for Kranso, Mechi Mama Dawood for you.
And we are not for your friend, Dr. Dawood. Mena me da Dawood Heba Hospital ano. Na enam meso enane Dawood ointment. Dawood 360 capsules. Wodja manso a ene obi adi hu adanse. Na du wei edutwem. Dawood ointment. Dawood ointment. Ose fetwi na ebeko. Ofa Dawood 360 capsules ose sisi na ade wom. Na dro mienu wei adwuma bom. Obi a osisi ye wo yapa. De obeye ne se wo de Dawood ointment no etwitwi osisi na anopa ene anwumre a nansa bia no na wo de bia bo asawa wo betimi de atua wo dware wi a fa Dawood ointment wo de te ne fa sra ta bre kro na no na wo nom Dawood 360 capsules no anopa ene anwumre na danse na ba amane wo de enko na enko ti adanse ni bi
Dawood ointment edrowe me straighten and welding the toda me po adwuma na me honam nyina me ye me ho bibi enye ba se minya sa Dawood ointment we na me twitwi a na no pa so minya Dawood 360 na me no mo a ese kwa re me ye adwuma kra se kane no te do we de edima se mama no be di so asema mama
electrician na ye adwuma ekofia yentimi na Dawood ointment so ye adwuma na obra okodru fia fa twitwi ade be che no na wo hwa den Dawood ointment fa twi keke na ebeko
Lua me use for mama hode pa mama metimi gba adwuma bibi e kama e mama ye Dawood 360 capsules and a Dawood ointment o memre we no na do we no so twitwi wa aposo e be ma ya oni nyina afiri o ma de extra timi be gba adwuma Dawood ointment fa twi na ebeko
da bia amafo company da wo ka musa akọ spreader me secret na nu ani ebudo na ani Dawood ointment ene papa me sole anopa me di twitwi me sisi achi me babia he me ntebre secret ni nie ti so person at samia we use Dawood ointment that's the secret of my taxi driving
me a transmission gearbox specialist ejuma me ye en kan na me pega de a na me nsakura ntimi pega and I say me ma de so na lock me sisi say fi say me share Dawood 360 capsules and Dawood ointment abo me bebre the dry you na so amente ya mente bla bia obia momodi so betimi ape Dawood ointment and Dawood 360 capsules enya bi ato
odofo se wate bi adro ya me ka ho asem no eno ho adanse ene wono madi no ko pharmacy e ben wo herbal shop e ben wo ne koto Dawood ointment Dawood 360 capsules na se de enkrofo di ho adanse no wo so be di ho adanse wo pesa wo frɛ a eno na wo screen ase no 0244 88 64 37 na 020 168 1717 baby a yeton aduro wo man Ghana mu bia no o de wura house o pe Dawood ointment any Dawood 360 capsules.
I had the work scientific clinic and diagnostic services. Onyanko adawroma odisa yaresa bia wei abesia nom se obi biara ohaw bia da ne so bia no aye yare de onnam yenso na entimi enye de ensa ne yare ebia me no ka sei mi yare na me bebuboso no ebi kura na mantimi amo yare so oba nyankopon sei onnam yenso enam haban so enam mpaebo so ebetimi atu yare na se ama ho ato ebia odie ne ye awosem na ehaw ebia oye bema no entimi sori nyina so kra bia me ka se ansana bema ne be sori agina so no eye moja ene deko enti se moja entimi ndi afrusa ne ye a bema no entimi nya dey because bema na ye dindindin na eye moja ena afele ne sa ebia owo akomayare na se wo problem bia na entimi ensori enyina so ebia me no kasa ne de ode ne awu eda ho fom kodo a entimi nsori kura no nyankopon na me nso ebema na ahaban so amana sori ama wo so ho ato be ne ye beto nchia wo ho because se umema no ensori kura na eyare ho sempa because eni anigye wani entimi enye de engibida ebia na oso de ne de odi kɔbɔ ania na abesne kɔ frɛ ne premature ejaculation oba ebi wo honom kra eye adwen mu na wose ye de ye cycle da bia meka se ebi wo honom enye duro enye bibia na ye duro oba ye no bedi nkomo na said the problem ni sitie no ya hwe ehunu problem no hanom ye nhye da ma waduro keke ye ma waduro wa bra ye hunu problem no because amre sika ho ye den enti se omo obi aduro no wa onim de ya duro ni kwakoye na se okonom aduro na se ankwa wa ha nipa kro no ebia na wo de ne ye typhoid so se enya wa wanhwe ya ohunu typhoid betimi am ye twa won so no epilepsy ekire wo ne ka se ebia na wonam a wo twahye ama wachinia enkwa meso bra ene me meto ntia ebia na wo de no eye pressure na tena so ache pa ebia me no ka se uda form team stroke abubu agu form anase yare na ama na obubu agu form team a untimi nsori no fremini ni hu nkomo wanya prostate problem odun so a enyeye anase yesi wo prostate cancer na say wo ho crowd of person check say wo prostate no eye adwuma ya oba ye betimi a check am ebia na wo de ne ye eba na wo pede a yankopon adom ye betimi adom aboa wo ebia na ma no wo de ne ye fibroid na ha me no ka say obi wo no ma the problem pa ye halitosis okasa esenti wo mu pa wo bepie ya so ya no ma ye behwe ba bi e free ba na yetimi ade etu ase ama wo ebia wo ko ye so cholesterol wo cholesterol ebia wo kidney problem wo liver problem me no ka say ye nuama no owo brebebre infections ha omo enam say ye ni proper hygienic places a ye jaya na say ye junso ana say yin ntino say infections nko ade a betimi aba ama ye nso so yetimi atutu ama ho ato ebia na wo de ne ye bone problem nkase mu na hwo papa nkase mu hwo ebia na wo de ne ye ulcer ye betu ase e de ama me no ka say ebia na wo de ne ye hernia wo de ne ye diabetes odi ani ye pressure yare bia ha obia no emre ni ntie bia na mentime mu boy yare ni nyina so the what scientific clinic ma se atonsu ba bia free ba e wo Ghana ha bia oba o se oba atonsu Monaco junction bedu a number no na wuwu on 0244 087 687 ofre a mema ya ba be faw aba ho udu adansi rura banka opposite pe ene ne mo se signboard ne bo ho kakraka e ho ni what scientific clinic ubo se e hono no ya hyehyɛ ensa crate bebre hono adansi rural bank opposite Accra your mile 7 Edeko Tantra kwan no so no Janet Corner your kwan ho pe ubedru mile 7 overhead na ofre ya homa trufo no a ye be kire wo kwan what scientific clinic nyankopon da romanti wa hoto ebeba amen.
Okay, yes, I'm a Emra program. No, so come make it for also my. If we go and they beat us 10-0, we'll be okay. DC United isn't a small team. Lavency, Jumura, and Onten and Watson. Pamcho, the editor no academy team in Free Ghana. How? What are the details? No, in Bremo. Abbas, Safu Jamfi, the one in Kessben amount.
What's he say?
What's mean control? Says our time now. Referees bear 3 penalties on man you krumha. Referee girlfriend saying
Salome are blessed.
Salome are blessed. Who the church never be bad studio ha.
Because I was a case of George Rover.
The preparation of more year dear Shamon. One here score line on went me kind.
Oh, Obuasi. No names of Obuasi and could be of what Lenclana. Safuru Tiemia, one Musa house of folk in Obuasi. Yeni could be a book study with Benarai. Yeni could be a Lencrin, the Lencrin watch a homo. Yenim Lencrin, I guess I chair homo. You show me one nail, one one timati, but I didn't just go. To Savo was some the photo. But a 3 gentlemen, you know, Omoni Ebo, no money, our more was it. But wasn't filled in the Savo of the the 3 gentlemen that goes on war, Omon was a Yaka, or William Wabia, Omon Escomo. Now I'm here to the bay of Wassin near Manoso, a better see. Yamia Dumaka Cram, the Sosu Yabako, Yamia Dumako, when she Saturday.
So large mama so much
almost yeah, you won't say both to ever to Massa.
What's some of them where the
and I'm see almost said to be a Babram, will be borders, the Amnes of Robert. I feel so much TV wine. Obi, I am about to groom. One which points. Yes, I go and cheat.
Adrian and Massa Embre.
Yes, I go draw. We was the last 3 matches out of 9. You're 5.
mo ba ya de wa ha ba mo san call back to Abiru bodies no
ho no ya sa ko board no so sa ko board no
no ma hu
eti ya sa ba sa ko wanji ya sa bo ya ba sa bo ngete sia borders no ti so borders ni nya botre eti ni de
ilu e ya ma fa Abiru bodies na
ilu be de fa Abiru de no ilu be de fa ngete sia de no eti ha so borders nya botre nya me aduma wanji ba bo ngete sia borders na ya surprise wo mo ti so borders ni nya ya me aduma chana ya de don fe no
ngete sia borders ni difference home
difference home
aka 5 minutes
maybe so one how count difference home nene wo kan ye
Abbas neka
okay
and God are you the car you
Jabirua Bank PLC Jabirua Bank PLC women di 40 years Jabirua Bank 1984 women di 40 years na ekwa mo fa so celebrate mo 40 years ni wo mo yenye man foforo e di amount wo mo se savings account bra na bebie bi current account dachinti investment account o pese auto shares anase o pese uji loan interest rate no ewo form fixed deposit and na pese wo ye money transfer microfinance VIP cash collection services and na pese ye de mawa e manenya problem Jabirua Bank PLC and associate chira kwan ye betimi aboawo e wo sanyama we nyina ho Jabirua Bank PLC ye di 40 years enunti e wo so ba ne aboawo na kwan fa so celebrate 40 years yi won so timi enjoy bi headquarters no e wo Asante Dwaben o ne bia headquarters no wo ye wo branches awodom ye number is 027 140 9340 0247 1409340 offer number we so abeje so your branches nie ejoso bonre aboaso Dwaben Pankrono Onwe Roman Hill Magazine New Road Sipetimpom Fumesa Adishie marketo ubehu ye o Jabirua Bank PLC de fasikasam ebedan ye hebaso cream cream papa hebaso cream no ye wo cream in a sachet and a cream a what tube mu ni nyina ye adwuma koro eni ti sane so wo ye bema obeso bo adwuma ye wo ne obehiem wo ye bema ho bantem wo ye bema nyime nkoye mfa ma wa eye hebaso cream and it was so use we used to be over satisfied or bani ye yes also the elephant ointment and the bedjaso usisi ukotoje use elephant ointment ni bi and nasa sadik herbal powder e ye koko adro and the elephant herbal mixture abedjaso and also be boa obi asisi o ya na ye metim de e be boa e ye fro de ma obi a we are stroke and nasa be so bomb by fish stroke on e ye flexon 600 and also use Republic Bank Wope bange betimi aboa na afa wo dan na pese okoto no ejapade na pese okoto no sikenso ye be boa timi atode ma no eye Republic Bank ope credit cards eye Republic Bank obeso investment eye Republic Bank SME eye Republic Bank corporate and also digital and retail banking eye Republic Bank and also do sikasem ebedan ye be boa ma sikasem no akoye ede amount Ghana Career and Migration Fair wo bi opɛ dwuma yɛ wo yɛ bi opɛ dwuma yɛ anaso yɛ dwuma na wo yɛ nkoye mfa ma wo bi nso wo dwuma pɛso de ma obi yɛ bomode fo ni kyerɛ ɛyɛ Ghana Career and Migration Fair no bomode na fo ni kyerɛ Facebook uko Facebook a Ghana European Center your Facebook account no registration wo Golden Bean Hotel 16th and 17th and a dwumadie no ebekoso wo Dubai anase Qatar and a pesoko, Nanko Pensan with Juma Ayadia, and Sano Juma and our Quayo home will be a Kutan Sano Juma, or your carpenter, New Year Messi, New Year Plumber, or your Penta, or Peso Tuquine, Echo Dubai, and the Kata Quayo Juma. Number when also free 0554 547 915 0554 547 915. Kel Chaco toothpaste, Chuchusiano Pam, Nechuchusi, and Umre. Toothpaste that you say ebeboa a Kel Chaco toothpaste. Latest foam, your partner for life. Wabrabom yonkom any latest foam. Compare latest foam. Akunyani bim. Yo a V sofano and a L sofano and until kotwa. Now what's song? Reform Healthcare and Research Herbal Clinic. Yet reform about Mr. Abidjaso. wonum ɛbɛboa obi a pressure diabetes yare bi a obi anum bi na ntu ase mfama bema kɔpɛ reform power capsules na fa reform herbal mixture ka ho ɛbɛboa obema na airphone no anase Johnson tentem no ɛso betwa ɛde ama yɛsan reform power anase reform herbal mixture ɛne Femico 442 obetimi anum bi wonum bia ɛbɛboa yie papa Franco Trading Enterprise wo pe laptop atom open Nokia phone, Samsung phone, smart television for when it's a Franco Trading Enterprise na yemboa na nyama papai wansa enkebi T74 eye dropa wonum T74 ba boost immune system no na yare bia hinta oni pedua mu bia no etuase e de amount obi a wo kidney problem wo heart problem wo lungs problem woni na ya wo ya wo HIV ebesuso HIV na no e de amount wo covid wo fibroid wo ulcer Kopeti 74 any drugstore chemical shop bi abenya bi ato wo frɛ number we so 0240 0246 073498 uba dum asenausa wonsa ebetimi akebi yede dwumedie no esia moti se John Kase Franco Naro Samson and the Kem Newton Latenia Wal Mohammed Hudu Tony Montana de amana ne nsɛm no ede brɛ yede dwumedie no esia e the breaking news atoaso no nan ba munhyɛ yɛn ɛwɔ Kessben television so yɛbɛsan so de agudi ehun nsɛm asan so abrɛ mu biom